This land, our land, is our Zimbabwe, a land of peace for you and me. Once born in pain and segregation, but now we live in harmony. Now flies the flag, our nation's glory. We live with pride inside our hearts as we all stand to build our nation. This our land, our Zimbabwe. Though I may go to distant borders, my heart will yearn. This my home, for time and space may separate us, and yet she calls my heart alone. The price of God, my nation's glory. I live with pride inside my heart. I'll make a stand to build this nation.
Yes. How are you guys in all parts of the world? I hope you're all fantastic in all parts of the world. Yes, welcome to your program whereby I know a lot of people have been asking, Air Marshal Commander, where are you? Yes, you know, a lot of things have been happening. How are you guys in all parts of the world? I hope you're all fantastic. Can you hear me very well, loud and clear? Oh no, Penalty Ngano, how are you? Kumulani Nyajeni Mpofu, how are you, my brother? Hello, Ian. Siachinga, how are you, my brother? Do me a favor, guys, when you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear because I'm actually using the mixer. So let me know so that I can actually continue with the program. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know so that I can continue. Let me know so that I can continue. I'm using the mixer. Oh, yes, you say you can hear me loud and clear. Right, guys. We are talking about Zimbabwe today. You know, if you ask a 27-year-old, 26-year-old, 25-year-old, a Zimbabwean British, they will tell you that if you tell them that, you know, Zimbabwe was once a breadbasket of Africa, probably they won't believe. They won't believe. So today I decided, let's talk about the situation happening in Zimbabwe. What is the way forward? Where can we resolve this issue? Yes, I know that we won't resolve this issue overnight. But what is the way forward? There is echo. Someone is saying there is echo. Someone is saying there is echo. Right. Let me remove the volume from the speakers. I know why there is echo. Just wait a minute while I'm reducing the volume from the speakers. Right, can you tell me now? Can you hear me loud and clear now? Hello, Lee King, how are you? Can you hear me loud and clear now? Can you hear me loud and clear now? Let me know so that you know what. If you can't hear me loud and clear, then I can do something else. Yes, we can hear. Right, guys. Today I kind of ask everyone who thinks that you know what he loves his country, Zimbabwe. I want to bring all those people who think they've got love for their country. Send the link. The link. If you all go to the Facebook. If you go to my page on Facebook, you will see a link of StreamYard. I have sent a link on the StreamYard there on the Facebook. So go to the Facebook on my page there, and then get a link. But I can send you a link as well via your messenger if you want me to send you the link. Let me know that. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, guys. So that you know what, guys, do me a favor, guys. Let's not insult anyone. Let's not insult our leaders, so that we can have it. angles, so that we can have every angle of a Zimbabwean, so that we can have anyone to come in and contribute. So do me a favor, don't insult anybody, don't insult anybody, because you know what? If you insult anybody, and then it will make us, you know what, not have some viewers. People, they run away because they don't want to be tarnished. They don't want their names to be tarnished. So the reason why I'm asking you is, do me a favor, don't insult any political leader. What are the what, how can we bring Zimbabwe back to the Zimbabwe we saw in the 80s? Yes, probably some of us we were young, probably some of us we didn't see. But you know, when we talk about the breadbasket of Africa, a lot of people will tell you that Zimbabwe was the breadbasket of Africa, but now it is a basket itself. So, what is the way forward, guys? Something needs to be done. We don't have leaders in Zimbabwe, right, guys? Everyone is free to come and talk about. Send the link. Yes, I'm sending the link here. I am sending the link. Let me just send the link. Go to my Facebook page, guys. Go. Let me see if I can. Go to my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page, and then you will see a link for StreamYard. You will see the link for StreamYard. Paul Dube Kunjani Kazdami. Go to my Facebook page, and then you will see a link for the StreamYard. Tell the commander, how are your roots? Guys, let's discuss Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe today. My country, your country, Nika Yangu, Ilizwe Lami. It's true. I want everybody to come in today. But do me a favor, let's not insult any political leader. You have got a right to say whatever you want to say. But do me a favor, guys, on my side, don't insult, because if you insult, you're putting me on a terrible side. So it's your right to talk about your rights. It's your right to talk about your right. But do me a favor, let's not insult. Let's enjoy the topic together. Let's enjoy it. I think the present moment we still don't have leaders. So what does it? You know, I invite Zimbabweans. I invite you. Share with your friends. Share with your brothers. Share with anyone. Share with your political leaders, so that you know what, when you come in here, they can hear us talking. Let's engage them. Let's show them. We went to Europe to learn a lot of things. I came to Europe myself, you know what, to learn a lot of things. I came to Europe to learn a lot of things. So now I know that I can advise my fellow countrymen that this can build a country. So what is the way forward? And let me look for someone who wants to be added there. I think it was Ian. Let me check Ian there. Ian, let me try and check you there, Ian, and send you a link. I can see you there, Ian. I'm sending you the link now. You must have the link now, Ian. Anyone who wants to be added, I will send you the link. Let's enjoy the topic as we go. Zimbabwe was a breadbasket of Africa, but now, to be honest enough, it's not a rocket science to tell the truth that Zimbabwe is now a basket itself. What are the ways? How can we resolve these issues? How can we bring Zimbabwe back? Who is the problem? Where? Help me ask here. Who sent police to arrest people? To you know what? Those are the topics we want to talk about. But do me a favor, guys. On my side, I kindly ask you not to insult. If you insult, it's up to you. I'll control you and say, no, 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 let's not do that. Because we want to enjoy the topic. We want this topic to go so that you know what other people can learn. I came to Europe, now I know what politics is by following other countries. But the issue is, guys, what can bring Zimbabwe back? What can bring Zimbabwe back to, what can bring food on the table? What can bring, you know what? Some people, they say Poland is the way forward. Some people say GNU is the way forward. Some people, they say this and this is the way forward. So I want to hear from you guys. Let's talk, let's discuss. Let me talk on my, let me not talk on my own. I sent you the link, my brother, Ian. You said you want the link. Check your messenger. I've sent you the link if you want to come and talk. Let's discuss about Zimbabwe today. Nika yangu ilizwe lami. And feel free to use the language you want to use. Feel free to use the language you want to use. Feel free. My forward is ZANU-PF must go. That is your right, Mr. Mugabe. Prosper Vivian, it's your right. You have got a right to say that. I mean, we cannot say you don't have a right. It's your right to say that. So, what I'm kind of asking from you guys is, Join me so that I don't talk on my own. I don't like to talk on my own when you are discussing about issues affecting my country, Zimbabwe. It's your country, it's my country. The major problem of Zimbabwe is corruption. Let's discuss them. Who wants to come in? I've got a number there for those who want to come in. We've got a number there for those who want to join in. You can call in so that we can discuss. Zimbabwe was a breadbasket of Africa, 1980. Zimbabwe in 2020, instead of improving from 1980, is now a basket itself. Zimbabwe has gone from that breadbasket of Africa to a basket itself. If we tell our children, if we tell the children who were born in the 90s, they won't believe that Zimbabwe was a breadbasket of Africa. So I kindly ask you guys to come in. We discuss about our country. We discuss about Zimbabwe. So I have sent you a link. Go to the Facebook. I click that link and come straight, and then we discuss. I don't like coward people who talk and then they don't want to contribute. Let's discuss the topic together as Zimbabweans. Let's discuss this topic. We are Zimbabweans. Even other people from Africa, other African countries, especially SADC, you can contribute because the Zimbabwe problems, they are also your problems. Zimbabwe issues, they are also your problems. So if you are from South Africa, you know what? You can actually get a job in Zimbabwe. So you are free to come in and join. If right, Thokozane Kupe made herself MP, but she contested a president's post in this constitution. Rule, listen, I'm reading your comments. I don't want to lie to you. Yes, it's good, but I kind of have someone to balance me so that when I'm drinking a glass of water, then someone will be talking. I don't want to talk on my own. I want to have a lot of Zimbabweans to come and join me. We discuss the issue of Zimbabwe. This Zimbabwe issue is not a Federalist issue. I am just a moderator. I am just a presenter here. So I kindly ask Zimbabweans to come in and join me. We discuss about this issue of Zimbabwe. What is the way forward? Zimbabwe is now a basket itself. Kuyini okwenza iZimbabwe ibuyele emuva kangaka? Thina sathatha uzibuze chii chinokonzera kuti Zimbabwe idzokere kumashure isu takatora independence. Chii chikonzero? Saka that's why nchiti ngatiuyei titaure nenyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Nyika yatinofara nayo. I love Zimbabwe. I am proud to be a Zimbabwean. I am so proud to call myself a Zimbabwean. And no one will take that identity. No one will take my Zimbabwe from me. So I am proud to say I am a Zimbabwean. By birth, I'm Zimbabwean and I enjoy to be a Zimbabwean. So, are you proud to be a Zimbabwean? Do you want to build a Zimbabwe? What sort of a Zimbabwe do you want to see? Zimbabwe is just going backwards. It's not a rocket science, to tell the truth. Zimbabwe is going backwards. Since they took the land from the white man, yes, I'm not saying they shouldn't have taken the land from the white man, but since they took the land from the white man, Zimbabwe has gone backwards big time. Zimbabwe, when we were growing up, we were growing up in the 80s, right? Roads. Let me just send you. But I've sent the link. Let me check. Ru. I've sent you a link, but let me see if I can find you there. Right. I've sent you the link. Roads. I've sent you the link. Anyone wants to come in? Anyone wants to come in to talk about Zimbabwe? How are you? Very sorry about praying for you. Thank you so much, my Nico. Thank you so much. Yes, right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my Nico. I know Zwakawanikwa. Guys, let's talk about Zimbabwe because you know what? I talk to political parties, but when I talk to political leaders, I don't talk to political leaders on a side. I talk to political leaders, just for interviews and other things. That's why, you know what? I don't need a permission to come and talk about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, everyone knows. It's not a rocket science that Zimbabwe is going backwards. But what is the way forward? Is the GNU the way forward? Is the Pollard the way forward? Who is to blame in this mess? Who is to blame in this mess? Who can bring Zimbabwe back to Zimbabwe? Let's discuss. Ru, I have sent you the link. I hope you have got the link. Everybody, you have got the link on the Facebook. So I think all of you guys, you can come in and join me. Let's discuss about Zimbabwe. Nyika yangu, ilizwe lami. While I'm waiting for other people to join me, way forward of Zimbabwe, chi chatingaita senyika wini esingakwenza njengelizwe ukuthi hayi bantu ilizwe lakithi bantu, you know what, we are going backwards. Asilibumbeni. You know what, we have got so many people in the diaspora, probably more than 1.5 million in the diaspora in the UK. Along, we still have those greedy leaders and corrupt leaders. Right, guys, it seems as if you are all afraid to come and join me on a Facebook broadcast. I don't know why, whether it's cowardness or whether it's what, I don't know. We have got a number there for those who want to call in live. We discuss about this issue. The number is 0044 7455232278. I can't believe, Zimbabweans, you will never build a country by being afraid of coming to discuss about your own country. We are not insulting any leaders here. We are discussing about the issues affecting my country. We are discussing about issues that need to be resolved as a nation, as a country. But when I see that, you know what, you don't want to come in and join, the number of people who are watching this program is unbelievable. But you don't want to come in and join me. You want me to talk and talk and talk. And then you say you can build a country. You're telling me that you Zimbabweans, you can change a country. I give you the platform to come in and discuss. I give you the platform whereby I give you an excuse that don't insult any political leader so that other people can feel free to come in and join. But all of you, to come and join in. So what is the point of me coming in here and just talk on my own? I don't want to do a live by reading comments. I want to do a live whereby I can have some guests we discuss about this. If you are not ready about this topic, then it's fine. But I think Zimbabweans, we all say we need a new Zimbabwe. We need a Zimbabwe. We need a better Zimbabwe. We need a solution of Zimbabwe. So my question, so that all other political leaders, if we want them to join in, let's show that we are concerned about Zimbabwe. Let's not be social media people who only talk, post on social media. Now we are live here. Air Marshal Commander is coming with a topic. What is the way forward? How can you bring Zimbabwe back? What is the way forward? We need to flush out the current crop of the leaders. Makosini, I kindly ask people to join me live. I kindly ask Zimbabweans to join me live. I've got roots. I have got someone probable who can talk to me. Ruth, how are you?
I'm good, Profilunja.
Listen, Ruth, I want you to sit down in a proper way. Yeah? Sit down. We discuss. You can hear me. You can hear me.
Okay.
You can hear me, Ruth.
I do hear you clearly.
Right. Listen, Ruth, you are a Zimbabwean. You're based in the diaspora. Okay. Do you want to die in the diaspora yourself?
Do you want to?
Do you want to die in the diaspora, or you want one day to go back to Zimbabwe?
Definitely, I would like to go back to Zimbabwe. But as you are talking, as you are saying, it would be very much likely for me to do that when things are better. Nobody would like to die in a foreign country. And if you have seen people who are dying in the foreign countries, it's not something that we can say it's nice. It's very bad. The situation financially, and it's very bad. It's very bad. And I don't think there is, or someone could do, say I would like to have a situation whereby I would die in South Africa, England, or Botswana. No, I wouldn't.
So, okay, you are talking very well. So now, my brother Roots, you know, first and foremost, Roots, we want. It's up to you. You have got a choice. You can talk. You know, sometimes when you are angry, you can say some other things because of angriness. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So, me, I'm a moderator here. I want to be clear myself here. I'm not here to attack any political parties. I'm here to build a Zimbabwe. A Zimbabwe I want. What is the solution? Why have Zimbabweans come to such a situation? Why is Zimbabwe has become a basket itself?
I think first thing is we never tried to recognize ourselves as Zimbabweans. by
Yes.
the time we started to have problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't give a chance to plan things. Let's take, for instance, in terms of agriculture.
Yeah.
Before, before the land acquisition, we should have had plans in place for
Yes.
people, for the people, or even for the farmers, our own black farmers.
Yeah.
But now, when that program was being done, there were no plans on the table. So you see, everything that happens in Zimbabwe, it happens like a mistake. Everything
Yeah.
happens as a mistake. Yeah, when you hear some of the stories that happens in Zimbabwe, you do think maybe it's just a joke or something. But
Yeah.
you find it later, it's real. It's happening. Like the comment that I sent there, I just saw some names from MDCT, names of people who've been appointed, including Tokozani Kupe herself. She named herself to be MP for Blawayo. So to me, it's like a joke, but it's happening. It is happening. So
But
I think the
why?
only thing that,
Can I ask you a question? Why in Zimbabwe is it every
yes,
time when we discuss about issues, it becomes a political back again? I know it is political, but
yeah,
so you are telling me that Zimbabwe has got political issues?
that's the problem. Our problem in Zimbabwe is politics. It's political. Simple. Because now, if you take, for instance, we don't have independent farmers in Zimbabwe. Our farmers are political. Our farmers are those in government. Those are the farmers that are supposed to give us food or something, to produce food in the country. They are politicians. We can't run away from that. We don't have
Okay.
independent, like long back. We used to have those white farmers, even some black farmers who were independent. But now, someone who got the farm which was productive in Zimbabwe, supposedly is a minister, is a president, is a whatever. So it's political. We can't run away from that.
Okay, right. We have got another one. We have got someone who has joined us here. Ian, how are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm good.
It's a pleasure to welcome you guys. I think you are the only guys who care about Zimbabwe, because you know what, Ian and Ruth. I know some people will join us. You know,
Yeah.
guys, we are not here to attack. Do me a favor, guys. It's up to you the way you talk. But I don't believe in broadcasting of attacking any political leader myself. I am not that type of a person. I'm not biased. When I come in here, I want to see a Zimbabwe whereby when I go to Zimbabwe, I want to see the fruits of Zimbabwe. Well, first and foremost, Ian, why is Zimbabwe declining? Why is Zimbabwe going backwards? Why is Zimbabwe in such a mess?
Uh, well, the way I look at it is, as much as we want to blame the government, it's politics, this politics, that. If
Yeah,
you take the same people out of government and put anyone in Zimbabwe, you'll still find they will do the same when they get into power. You understand? The
yeah,
problem is between basically our I would say the problem is on the ground, not right at the top, because everyone has got the same mentality. I cannot trust anyone in Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans cannot trust each other. When you don't trust each other, and basically, if you, my brother, you work in a bank, and I don't trust you, I can't trust you with even $10, right? And you work in a bank. Do you think I'm going to come and bank in the bank that you work in? No.
no, no.
So ngizahlala nemali yami. So at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, banks are basically, the banks are not going to have any money. When they don't have any money, Zimbabwe doesn't even have anything to stand on. No, but you guys are not banking because we can't trust the banking system. Yes, it's not a fault of people. No, but what happened before is the government decided, right, we're just going to give you imali, and we're just going to change it from US dollar into what you call this, into Zimbabwean dollar, and then straight afterwards,
Yeah.
maybe after 2-3 days, the money lost value. So
Yeah.
we can't trust the individuals that are in power. We can't trust the individuals that we walk around with. You can't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone in Zimbabwe, because if Zimbabwe is going back, because we've got that mentality of whenever someone is going up, instead of helping them go up, help others,
Yeah.
or we help each other to grow up like what other people in other countries do. I live in Bradford, where it's full of Asians. Asians help each other to build, help each other to buy properties. Zimbabweans do not do that. Zimbabweans pull each other down. Don't worry about what the government is doing. As long as Mina Lawe, we are not working together. If you and me are not working together to lift each other up, and we're pulling each other down, our economy is not going anywhere. Do not worry about whatever else is happening at the top. It's you and me that have to fix each other. This is why when people ask you, when people say, Wuti, yeah, we'll talk about Zimbabwe is bad, but what are you as an individual doing to make sure Wuti Zimbabwe's economy goes up? It's your responsibility and my responsibility. Stop blaming anyone else. Make a difference. Do something. And it's hard, I know, to do something in Zimbabwe. But for as it is when it comes to even politics, for us to even say right now, Uguti Zimbabwe is going to be good, there has to be bloodshed in Zimbabwe. There has to be bloodshed. And that government has to come, has to go. Everyone has to go. And you have to start from scratch. Uguti Zimbabwe, you don't even have a currency. We don't even have a currency. Look at how let's learn from our neighbors in Zambia. Where did they come from? Back in the days, we used to laugh at Zambians. Why? Because we're saying, what is Zambia? They go, we're taking Sinkwa just to buy bread with a wheelbarrow. That's what we used to laugh at them. But look at us now. Do we have a currency? We've got bond note. What is a bond note? Can you go and buy with the bond note in America? Can you go and buy with the bond note in Ghana, in Tanzania? Anywhere, can you go and buy with the bond note? You can't. It's only valid in your own country, not anywhere else. You're born. So at the end of the day, it's you and me. We have to make a change in Zimbabwe, or just yes, if we can learn to build each other, then we're going somewhere. If we're not doing that, then we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. All this we're doing is just amatope. It's just fun and games. Nothing else. Do you understand? Nothing else. So it's between me and you, me, my brother, you.
So when you're saying the country has got no currency, when you're saying the country has got no currency, yes, I know. I'm not mocking you on that. I know that Zimbabwe has got no currency, but today we want to look for the way. Ian, I know you are a hardworking man. How long have you been in the UK?
18 years.
18 years.
Too long.
What have you learned in the UK yourself?
I would say in terms of what? In terms of business, in terms of our day-to-day lives, whereabouts are we talking about? I would say, all right, if it's in terms of cultures, I've learned a lot
Yes.
from cultures, especially from the Muslim culture. I mean, the Muslims. I'm Asian. I've learned a
Yes.
lot. This is why I'm saying, I said earlier on, Wuti, those guys, before, I used to say to people, I'll never live in Bradford. I'll never live in Bradford, because I never thought, Wuti, I can actually do anything if I live in Bradford. Because I saw it as a place just full of Asians, and I can never get any work around there, because everything there, they've got every avenue. But when I got to live there, I found good to know there are some places that you can actually get work. You can actually make something of yourself when you get there. Yes, they've got their things, but within so doing, when you're in Bradford, you also learn. There is, if I was to take you, my brother, on board and say, yeah, there's a business. If you come to me and we sit down, oh, Ian, I've got a business, this, and that. And then we sit down, we try and make something out of it. We build each other. Kusasa, you're going to help me to get somewhere else. You know, this guy sit down. Someone wants to buy a house. This guy sit down. 10,000, because they trust each other. You understand?
Yeah.
They buy a house.
Right. Right.
And then
Ian.
next time,
Yeah, go on. Continue, Ian.
So with these guys, what I've learned is, yes, if we can build, this is why I'm saying, if we can build that much trust like these guys have and help each other to get to the top. There's a picture I've always seen where you see other nations. It shows what other nations, when it's a big wall, like let's say if Trump had built a wall, that wall that he's been saying is going to build. If you put Zimbabweans there, none of them will go up the wall. If you put anyone from any other country, they will help each other. And they keep going, and whoever gets to the top starts pulling the rest, and they get up. All Zimbabwean wants to get to the top first and go, and everyone should stay down. That's the mentality we have, whether or not you are in power in government. So, Mina, personally, I would love to say, Uti, we have to learn, Uti, let's lift each other up. Zimbabwe is going nowhere. Let's not keep blaming. Yes, we keep in Zimbabwe, we keep pushing, Uti, oh, the white man this, the white man that. But is Zambia opened their arms to the white men, the farmers? And what's happening now? We have to learn from these mistakes that we've made in the past.
Right.
You get a farm and you get a farm and it's Ilokuzen. You catch your valley. You get all the trees out. You cut all the trees down. What's that? Yes.
Ian, hold on. Pro, how are you? Oh, he's gone out. Pro, are you there, Pro?
Yes, I'm there, Baba. Unjan.
Yeah, Peter. Right. Guys,
Yeah.
listen. We want to enjoy this debate. I love what this brother of us has just put it in. But personally, myself, you guys, I want you have got a freedom of saying no. Let's argue. It's a debate of Zimbabwe today. You understand me, guys? It's a debate of Zimbabwe. Let's agree and disagree on the way to build Zimbabwe. It's a topic with me. I'm here as a moderator, so I'm taking you guys. Let's enjoy the topic, but let's avoid to put myself into. But by enjoying the topic, you have got freedom of expression. What brings you here, Pro? And if you don't mind me asking, where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
In South Africa, Putwam.
South Africa. Are you a proud Zimbabwean yourself?
Not really.
Right. Okay.
I
ask people before I say anything. I'll ask everybody that question. Why are you not really a proud Zimbabwean? Because we have seen some people who have moved on and say, I'm South African. But to be honest enough, Ian, that there are some people here in the diaspora who claim to be South Africans because they are shy to be Zimbabweans. Am I right, guys, or I'm wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know. Because am I wrong, Ruth? You are in South Africa right now. So we wanted to stop this thing of Zimbabwe. We want to beg to be a proud Zimbabwean. I want to be a proud Zimbabwean who can go around wearing a Zimbabwean flag. Why are you not really happy to be classified as a Zimbabwean when you were born in Zimbabwe?
Okay, you are talking to me.
Yes, Pro.
Okay. First of all, there is me na personal. I will speak for myself.
Yes.
Mangisuke Zimbabwe, angisukanga ngendlela ekahle ne. There's a lot that I wanted to do, but there were too many obstacles, nama limitations emfisana now. So the problem that is there is, I think our leaders, they are right, but they are too old, man, for this time. Is courtesy Guzotina. Maybe if in their cabinet they can.
You are discriminating. Tell us, God, we enjoy.
No. What I'm trying to
in your mouth. Continue.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is, in their leadership, I think they have to blend youth. Njengoba bebadala kanje befake ne-youth, maybe kube ne-leader, umsekelo wakhe kube youth, somebody who is young, you know, with fresh ideas. Because right now, yonke lento yenzekela laphana eZim, it's old fashioned if you look at it. Ubhuti wami ukhulumile ngalokho akubona ngalahleli khona Asia, ngazi ukuthi ukuphi, but we are too far ukuthi sifike kuleya izinga elilaphayana. It's just because of thinking ama-leaders wethu, they are too old, man. That's the first thing. I-youth, thina njenge-youth siyikusasa laseZimbabwe, but if you look at Zimbabwe right now, angazi ngayibona i-youth mina, angazi ngambona umuntu okhulumayo avunyelwe ukuthi akhuluma abuyele imicabango emisha. It's just like that old thing yokuthi ngilwile impi kumele ngihlale ngibambile ngoba ngilwile. Angazi. Hello?
Yes, no. We are here. We are here. No,
yes.
So, can I ask you a question? Okay, you spoke about thank you very much for those who are joining us. Malume Zwe, thank you so much. Trying to join in, Philip. If you want to join in, Malume, do you want me to send you the link, or you want to? I will send you the link in your whatever. If you don't want your face to be seen, your face to be seen, guys, you can join in, but hide and just stay away from it. So what you only need is your voice. So if you want me to join, to send you the link, Malume, I'm sending you in a minute. Or for those who want to join in by the phone call, let me know. But let me say this, Pro. Let me say this, Pro.
Yes.
So you are talking about old. You are talking about age. So yes. What is your solution? What is your solution? What do you think is the solution yourself?
The solution is the youth. Yeah. The solution is for them to blend. Whoever they put in their cabinet or in their organizations, they have to blend the youth as well. If they continue bona voto asohlala sihleli one ndawo la esikhona njengamanje isikhala, because i-youth they know about this. Bona abantwana abazalwa manje uzalwa kwazi nokudlalisa ifoni le mina engakwaziyo nokungena kuyo, uyabona?
Yes.
They've got ideas. This is another generation. So bona basasele generation yokulwa impi, don't work for us. Asilwi lana siyalungisa ngithi we are building. Then if you tell them, and then the other thing, if you speak against anything, we are taken as like somebody who is opposing, which is wrong. You see, if I oppose something in Zimbabwe, wrong, I'm a certain member of Ibandla. I'm no longer treated as, saying enemy. It won't take us anywhere. That's the problem is now, Lapiana.
So why is it in Zimbabwe? Why is it in Zimbabwe? You talk about anything, you become an enemy. Why? Why is it like that?
It's the mentality. The mentality, that old mentality, these people, they still got that old mentality yokulwa. Sort of. Abakwazi to discuss into on open, and then we come up with a solution. Which is into yokudala leyana. Isikhathi esikuso manje, we are living in a technology whereby, things have, for example, if you are to take, let's say, maybe a passport, bazokutshela ukuthi gibele eHarare. Hambe eHarare uthathe passport, really. You can see the thinking behind that. But if there was a youthful guy there, maybe Msegeli, that thing would be solved. You can get passport anywhere, even in South Africa or any, but in Zimbabwe, it's a mover. They won't think in isikhathi samanje. That's the problem ekhona. Uqale masingazange salungisa lana into. Sohlala silapho esikhona vele ngoba atshintshana phezulu khona laphana. It's not about ngoba yonke into mangutshela manje. If I come to Zimbabwe right now, maybe ngene border lapha oppose ukuthi le into le umgwaqo lo so already sengwelinye ibandla ngapha mase ngibhekwe ngabanye abantu ngiya criticize. Maybe khona sengisponsile behind. You see? So I don't know.
Okay, well, hold on, Pro.
Yeah.
Hold on, Pro. Right. Welcome you. We welcome Victor Marquez. I can see you there. We welcome Paul. I can see you there. And guys, let's discuss, my gents. I know you're all Zimbabweans here. You are proud of being Zimbabweans. But Ngiyabona sengani mina saying engani sevika continue with topic sometimes iyakwanisa ukumfreeze ngoba abantu sebebanenge. But let's bring Victor Makeza. Victor Makeza, what brings you to this such a lovely topic?
Hello, uyangizwa?
Victor Makeza.
Hello.
Yes,
Yebo, uyangizwa? Mfaka ama headphones.
Victor Makeza.
Hello. 1 minute.
Victor Makeza.
Yebo.
Right.
1 minute, Philip.
Yes, Victor Makeza, we can hear you. We can hear you, Victor Makeza.
Yebo.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, faka my headphones proper, Makeza. We can.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Victor Makeza, how are you? Yes, how are you, Victor Makeza?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. You need long pro. Pro.
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
That's it.
Yes.
Angina
Victor
volume.
Makeza, can you hear me? Yafaka i-volume yakho ku device yakho. I-device yakho ingela volume.
Angilizwa, mina ngizwa yini?
Ayi wena ungasizwayo. Thina siyakuzwa thina. Malume soya kunjani?
Yaphila
Okay. I hope uyangizwa. Mawungizwa.
Yeah, continue Victor Makeza.
Yeah, ngizama ukufaka ama headphones kodwa angizwa ngapha. Okay.
We can hear you. Continue.
Sanibonani majita linjani lonke bantu bakithi. Yeah, ngiyavumelana lo mphakathi abantu abaqeda ukusho lapho. But i-problem ikhona iqale i-root cause ngesibiza sithi thina i-tribalism. I-tribalism le iqale kudala from 1980 Mugabe ngena lapha eZimbabwe. Ungathatha imisebenzi yonke yaseZimbabwe futhi kukhona ukugijimisa ukuthi khona lo muntu ngweMatabeleland lo muntu ngwaMashonaland. Lento le lamanje isaphila lamanje. So that thing root cause la masingayikhupha la tribalism ukuthi khona sifuze sibekwazi ukuthi eZimbabwe akulandebela akulashona. Yes, we've got to promote into esibiza thina sithi ngama identity cultural. Uyabo? So ke sikwazi ukuthi thina, you must understand gentlemen, I hope you correct me lapho. Uyabona ukuthi khona into yavele yaqala khona phana uRobert Mugabe ngawathi bethatha ilizwe wasesithi khona right what's going to happen, abantu kufuze bafundiswe isindebele eMashonaland, eMandebeleni bafundiswe isindebele, sazi ama-culture si-respecta njengamakhelwane, hayi ukuthi kuthiwa khona amandebele aso amashona so, because i-divide and conquer iqala engqondweni njengoba eshilo i-youth le knowledge. So once umuntu wabafakela i-history, the people who write history is the victors. So kwaqala khona lapho, and then ufica ukuthi uRobert Mugabe wabuya in the sense that ethi yena esesaba i-divide and conquer. Singayibisela emuva kudala vele ukuthi la waqala vele izapho wapromotwa izapho ey'sekithara zokubavusa iphathi yakwathi yamashona. Anyway, that is the root cause. So once singasuka lokho, you see into ekhona lapho ukuthi khona njengoba sake sayikhuluma Philip ukuthi uyafika ukuthi mina nabazukulu bami abanye nobashade ngabakondiweni, abanye bashade koChiramba koChisadla, kodwa ngabazukulu abantwana bakasisi bonke lapho. So kuzothanda abazukulu bami bahlukanise kanjani? So ke the only way fuze sihlanganise lento lethi fuze sithande ingqondo zomuntu nenhliziyo, hayi ukuthi because umuntu ukhuluma isishona ukhuluma isindebele. And then sesibuya ke manje ku current situation. Our current situation cannot be resolved mathina singazange savuma saya phambili ukuthi okay njengathi abadala ngimdala mina nginje but fuze ngivume ukuthi khona mangiphambanise ngithi yes I'm wrong, how can I learn in terms of technology? Akhulume ngalo mfowethu lo mncane ukuthi khona abantwana abancane bayagijimisa baba ba technology amafoni nakathi nasehlisa amafoni ngithenga ifoni wathi ngithenga iSamsung wena Philip wathi ngithenga iSamsung ingcono iGalaxy lenyehluleka lokukhuluma nawe uyabona ngokuthi wathi ngithenga lokho ifoni lokho usithi amdala yeke iPhone angithi uyabona lento le angizwa so but ngiyakhuluma but maybe kodwa mangakhupha ama-headphones le maybe ngiyabe ngilizwa. So ke i-problem ikhona khona lapho once thina safunde ukuthi khona we must accept into engazama ukucorrecta nje ukuthi khona but selivele lasho lapho ukuthi khona uyabona abadala labancane sifuze sisebenzisane. Point number 1. Point number 2, sinikeze i-youth i-chance, but I cannot believe ukuthi youth yodwa can change. No, i-youth can change with a guide. Abadala thina sithatha i-back seat sibe ngama-advisors. You see, labo besimamela labo besilalela. So when we work together as a team, mangikhuluma nge-youth akula Shona, akula Ndebele, akula Venda, akula Mafengo, akula matonga akunani wonke umuntu sihlale phansi sibambane sivume ukuthi khona thina way forward eZimbabwe. Like the other point esikhuluma ngayo, uyafica ukuthi njengamanje la abantu ese-diaspora for example ezinzisa ubuhlungu kakhulu, uyafica umuntu umbuzo ukuthi hawu kanti kunjani kodwa ulethe umuntu umbuzo ukuthi khona ngiyenze kanjani ulethe kanjani ukuthi kunzima mntana kodwa ubuye izolo umgodi wakho rena uvale ukuthi umuntu abuye lapha lethe umuntu wakini ukuthi hayi kunzima mntala kunzima ngamanga ngikhuluma kanje nabangani bami nabayi-2 bonke basekhaya njengoba basekhaya manje eZimbabwe wahamba Philip lami nje sosihambe siye eZimbabwe ne ugulele nomuntu ufuna ukuya eZimbabwe uyathiwa khona uyakwarantwa for 14 days 21 days bakufake kuphi ku-quarantine what detention center. But abanye balama-connection uthiwa khona mayihamba uyafika e-airport ngale what Ethiopia mayefika e-airport ngale abe lo driver wakho udriver kamthathe straight away quarantine endlini yakho, you understand? So but wena nawe nje sophilip ngeke sikwenze mina ngashonela kumama wami anzange ngiye ekhaya wena ushonela kumama wakho at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to say is ikhuluma leyo later. What I'm trying to say kubuhlungu ukuthi thina we have to unite at the end of the day singabi le jealous ukuthi khona umuntu uma ukwazi ukuthi khona lo mgodi kuyaphumela kanjani abanye abantu la unceda abantu bakini like you said ukuthi khona sifuze sincedane. Most of us thina kasifuni ukuncedana 1 2 kasifuni ukumamela 3 siba lo mkhobholo sibe lokuba lokuthi hayi yimi awusoze waphila uyi-1 emhlabeni ngeke uzuphile ukwazi one language. Once you know how to speak Shona, you speak Tonga, you speak Venda, you speak Sutu. That is what you call linguistic. So in language you don't have nothing to do with kunjana mentality.
All right.
So kodwa sengizwe vele but ngizozama ukuthi ngikhiphe ngizwe ukuthi hamba kanjani sengishare abanye platform ngizongena malifuna ngene. Sure.
All right. Malumezwe, welcome Malumezwe. Guys, both of you here, write down notes. And remember, this topic is not a debate program. This program is for all Zimbabweans. So let's enjoy the topic together. Let's not divert the topic to tribalism. Let's not divert this topic to hate. But you know what? Let's enjoy this topic. We brought this topic so that, you know what? We have traveled. We have seen. We know, all of us, most of us who are here are in the diaspora. We know that the issues affecting Zimbabwe, we can solve them by this. Malumezwe, how are you? Malumezwe, how are you? Nyapila Malume. Thank you so much, Malume. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, especially for what you did during the difficult time of us. Thank you so much, Malumezwe, for that. Right. What brings you to this topic?
I come to this as a Zimbabwean, but not a proud Zimbabwean.
Okay, the platform is yours.
Are you hearing me clearly?
Yes. Can you hear him, guys? I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I've just said I've come to this topic as a Zimbabwean, but not a proud Zimbabwean. So there is a difference there. There is no denial that I'm a Zimbabwean by birth, by nationality, but there is a big denial that I'm proud to be, and that's a fact.
Okay, continue. Yes, continue.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Zimbabwe has some underlying issues, very big underlying political issues of intolerance. We have not managed to create a culture where we should accept that in any topic there is going to be some different opinions, and we are not tolerating the opinions. Why? It is because the political setting, right from the beginning, created that kind of a culture, and people are becoming the culture of that political setting itself. So when nami lawe lonke lilapha platform plus others who are not in this platform, we know very well that your opinion, no matter how it matters, is going to be differentiated and be accepted or not accepted because of who you are politically, regionally, and that's a fact. So where does this take us to as Zimbabweans? It means we are not having a situation where we are being led by people who want to unite us. Yeah. So we need to work on how as the population can unite ourselves outside the political parties, outside the political influences. Uchilo undoda kade khuluma lapha last speaker wathi silabazulu ngale besishone laba besishone labalabo ngabe ebantwini besindebeleni kanti pho ihatred le ivela ngapha iyasisanga. Will our hatred of each other bring some food on the table? No. Are we going to allow a situation where politics determine our future? Years and years, some of us were born some years before independence. Sabuya lapha sesilabo 18, 20 years. That's a wasted time of our life. People that has been wasted by ZANU-PF. That's a fact. Who wants to live emazweni just because the political climate at home is not favorable? What's favorable back home there if now can get? There is no crisis. What's not a crisis when the epidemic and COVID, the coronavirus lay, and you are charging people $65 to take? Is that not a crisis? Awumholisi wena lowo muntu leyo $65 a month. But we are charged 60. Is that not a crisis?
Yes.
That's a big crisis in Jani when there is no water to drink. Is that not a crisis? It's a crisis. Then the government is quick to say, oh, you are influenced by the foreigners, foreign governments. What's that nonsense about? Why the government delay? There is a crisis in that country. We have our neighbors, South Africa, or Cyril Ramaphosa. What do? Bahambisa envoy to Zimbabwe for a fact-finding mission. What do you mean by a fact-finding mission? Cyril Ramaphosa about over 2-3 million in his country from Zimbabwe. Is he thinking they are tourists there? Is that not evidence of crisis already? Evidence of crisis. We are all over the world. Some of people, Zimbabweans, are doing excellent jobs outside the country. They are pushing the economies of other countries. But those are supposed to be the Zimbabwean resources for Zimbabwean people and for the development of Zimbabwe, full stop. Why are we not there? And you are saying there is no crisis. What do you mean? What holding out our crisis? All they're pushing, they're just pushing the tribal line because they've always believed that from 1980, if they push the tribal line, then they will conquer.
Yeah.
But now people are beginning to realize that this tribal line is not helping us. It's not bringing bread in their individual homes.
Exactly. Root cause.
That's why we have to change our political thinking. We got to divest now and move away from that line of thinking of the 80s. We have to change. There is lots of evidence that we are not. So you call that is a crisis, is not a crisis. Look at Jonathan Moy. Why is diaspora? Now we diaspora. He's feeling the crisis now.
Yeah.
It's until when that particular individual ran out of the country. But he's come back, he's not changed anything. He has moved the same lines, which is not right. There is no moral value or moral dignity in subduing your people under stress, in subduing your people under fear, and think you are governing them. That's not governance. Governance means ngikulalele ungilalele, umncane umdala, we share the platform of listening to each other. And that is the culture that is not in the country, and it's not going to be there as long abantu laba bekhonapo be-ZANU-PF government. The whole lot of it, including even their comrades in South Africa, who do not want to accept and subscribe to the idea of change. There have to be change in that country. The change should happen. Or if you look at us here, see average of 45 years old.
Yeah.
And very soon, I'm a pension at 65.
I mean,
Can I ask you a question?
I'm 56.
Caller, can I ask you a question, caller? Can I ask you a question? A simple question. You are talking of a crisis, and it's not a rocket science to know that Zimbabwe has got a crisis. Yes, they might be hiding using a shield, but you, as someone who has traveled around the world, I've known you for a long time in the diaspora. You do a lot. You do a lot of charities. You do a lot. Will you call Mnangagwa a president of Zimbabwe yourself, or will you say Mnangagwa can improve? Will you call? Do you think he needs to be given another chance as a leader of the country? Come on, guys. No. Listen, guys. No. Listen. I am asking one caller at a time. Let's not push him to say no. Let's listen to, and then your chance will you say proper Mnangagwa is being, some people are making him look like, because when Mnangagwa came president of Zimbabwe, sorry for calling him Mnangagwa, the president of Zimbabwe, when he came in, he said, I was going to arrest all the crooks and other things. So do you think, it's nearly over 2 years now since he took over, do you think he can change? I'm asking you the same question, Zwe.
Mike Yako has been vibrating, but I think I caught up a few things. I think Mnangagwa, the presidential quality. Is that
yes?
That the
yes,
main
yes,
thing?
continue. Yes, yes, that's the main thing.
Define what means a leadership is part of governance, and governance is people in front and you as a leader at the back, sharing, using. You bring into the platform people to say, I'm a specialist, to do things and agree on the table with the policies and guidelines of doing things. And people are doing it. It's not you who does it. And therefore, that cannot qualify you as a Mr. All of it. And I don't think there is that quality in that man, to be honest. He doesn't have the quality of governance in terms of giving power to the people to govern themselves. People have got to govern themselves. They've got to make decisions about their individual situations, regional situations, city situations, towns, whatever, wherever they are, in whatever projects and everything that they want to do. The work of the leader in government is a monitoring kind of job description. You are monitoring what people have brought in their projects. There is that lack in Zimbabwe of even going to a monitoring stage. You had this project. Look at why Shangani project. You visit our papers of the government. How many times have they sat down to reflect on that project with the locals? You hear now there is locals there as a suswa endaweni yabo because okufuna ukuhlanyelwa this Lucerne project. Okwenzela ukuthi bathathe lobo tshani uthiwa yiLucerne bayefida inkomo zabo khonale emafama. But the very beneficial people who are living there, And you call that governance, you call that leadership. That's not leadership. Leadership will never be at that level. You would have stooped so low to be a leader, to be a president, if you allow such things to happen. He's not himself by doing this by himself. The fact that he can let other people go on the wrong way, go in corruption and unaccountable losses of money, unaccountable decisions, then that shows a degree of lack of leadership. Leadership means somebody has to account. You have to be make the accounting to the people yourself as the president or as a minister or as a chief or everybody in Zimbabwe lapana, including the very least Tina okuthiwa abakubiza bona from their struggle language okuthiwa ipovo. We should be accountable of our actions. But in Zimbabwe, there is no accounting for each and everyone's doings. We can't even account to anybody. You can't even account to uli police ale traffic lokuzeni. By the end of the day, ucinule $50. We tetenga usuholini.
Right. Let me just jump in.
In short, I think the leadership vacuum, and I don't think the Mr. President at the moment or before has qualified to be who is supposed to be.
Okay, I just hold on, Malume. Let's bring this guy, Ian. Guys, the topic is yours. Let's enjoy this topic and give each other. You know, do you want to add to what Zwe said, or you want to separate, or you've got yours? Let's enjoy this topic, guys. This is a fantastic topic. Continue, Ian.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just going to add. I'm not against what he said. I understand exactly what you said, but let's not go too far from the issue. We need to understand Uti Umnangagwa. From the word go, we have always known Mnangagwa to be a follower, not a leader. He is not a leader. You've said that, Baba. We can say it over and over again. He is not a leader. Mnangagwa, even our constituents how many times has he not been elected and has just been pushed to the next level? He's never worked hard enough to gain. Yes, Baba, when you get to a position where you are at the top and you are right, yes, you're now a president, right? You work your way to the top. You learn, in that small area, he couldn't get abantu to elect him. He couldn't get just a few people to elect him. Later on, what do you think he's going to do with the whole of Zimbabwe? That guy has always been a follower, not a leader. Never a leader. He's a follower. He's a soldier who knows how to follow, not how to lead. So at the end of the day, what we have there is a person who doesn't know at all how to lead. Yes, he's our president, however way he's been elected, but as a president there is not being a leader, but he's being what he knows. He's being a ruler. That's what he knows. Ruling, not leading. You understand where I'm coming from?
Okay, Ian, I just hold on here. Pro, you came in before you said something, otherwise probably your network might run away. Yes, let's enjoy the topic, so then we'll come to Ruth and then bring us your what you want to say.
Okay, ngiyavumelana nobhuti Ian ne. Ubaba wethu osilidayo manje angithi namanje uyawazi ukuthi uthatha umbuso ngodlame. Ngakubiza kanjalo azange electwe ngabantu uthathe
sorry brother pro
yes
sorry earlier on the air marshal asked ukuthi platform can it be because it's we've got other people who won't understand.
Yes, we want to understand. We want to make it. So let's
try to
like what Zwe was using English. Let's use both languages if we can, but if you can't, it's fine. Yes. Let's
okay.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. The way he was put into power, to protect that, what he knows is to fight. That's what I mentioned earlier. If he was elected, he would respect people. and you wouldn't find people raising their points or opinions and then they're being fought again. Right now, if I raise something, I'll be seen as an opposition. You see, for him to protect the way he has to fight, which is wrong. That's the other problem that we are having with our leaders, because our phone opposer, this is wrong. How can we put it this way? If you do like that, automatically we are in trouble. I am a victim of that. That pains me a lot, because I'm where I am right now because of that.
But you guys, let me be honest with you. Mnangagwa was voted. He was voted into power. But
let me come in.
No, just 1 second. Mnangagwa was voted into power. He's a legitimate leader of Zimbabwe, president of Zimbabwe. But why is it all of a sudden you guys, you are saying he's no longer a leader?
Can I come in, please?
Go on.
Gentlemen, let's call a spade here. Mnangagwa, he's just he's Pamaso, he's a window dresser.
No,
Point number one. Point number two.
Let's not insult my brother. You have got
okay.
People here. Let's insult. That's not
all
insult.
Right. Okay, let me explain myself why.
Yes.
In the first place, the soldiers put him there, General Chiwenga and his cabinet, they just put him there as a toy, because he's not our president. The person who's ruling the soldiers is General Chiwenga and company. Let's go deeper into it. Because point number one. Point number two is, when Mnangagwa ran away, so-called wanted to be killed by Robert Mugabe, he went over to South Africa. Jacob Zuma welcomed him, blah, blah, blah. Long story. Let's cut it short. What happened was that the guy was Mpogo. The Mpogo was supposed to take over because of the root cause which we mentioned before. Then they said, no, they're going to put the Mnangagwa. He was put by the army. He's just a mouthpiece of the army. He's not the leader, like we say. He's just a window dresser. This is the problem. On top of being a window dresser, I agree with the previous speakers. They say this man has been a soldier. Taken to Kukurawundi, he was soldiered by Robert Mugabe. He followed the order to do Kukurawundi. That was him, Mnangagwa, under Robert Mugabe's command. Now, he's still following that ideology of him being a soldier. He's not a leader. Point number three, this man was never elected, because in Zimbabwe, let me tell you, my friend, in Zimbabwe, there was never election. From 1978 to 1978-79, ZAP was supposed to take over, but because Robert Mugabe went together with this, what you call a Margaret Thatcher, then he crooked us using tribalism. Till today, he's still using the same thing. So that is the root cause, like I said. So the point here, we are not being taking part like being politics here. What I'm saying is that the reality, it affects you, me, everybody. This is the reason why we're over here. Most of us don't want to be here. Take the people in the education sector. Take the people in the police force. Have you ever had any police commissioner of Ndebele, Tololo? Have you ever had commissioner or from any other tribe? Or have you had my universities? They take somebody from Uti Abe Kitchen, they take somebody as a tea girl to Bulawayo to go and become a tea girl in Bulawayo. You do think there's no tea girls in Bulawayo? So I'm trying to say, so this thing, as long as we try not to call a spade, will never solve anything. I'm becoming a bit emotional because at the end of the day, you could find we've got a lot of young people, not because they're developed, because they're so perceived that they're from Matibili land. Then they've got qualifications. They can't work in the city council. They can't work anywhere. Why? Because of the root cause.
Okay, let's bring someone who speaks Shona as well. To balance up roots. Do you agree with the platform guys here, or you disagree with what is happening?
Like I used to say, I want to agree with everyone, mainly Brian. Mnangagwa is my homeboy. Let me say, he's older, but I can just call homeboy from Shavani. We came from same area. To say the least now, if you check since he been a vice president, now he's a president, what changes have been done in Midlands or Shavane or Kwekwe or whatever, if I may ask? Nothing. Nothing. Now,
Tololo.
I want to agree with the Brian. Mnangagwa is not a leader. He's a ruler. I don't know if you are hearing me.
I hear you, but why the problem is the topic has become of
Hello?
course you are right.
Can you hear
Because,
me?
yes, I can hear you, Roots. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you all
Can you hear me?
clear. I can hear you. Yes, Roots, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me, guys?
Yeah,
Can you
what I
hear me,
was saying,
Ian? Zwe? Can you hear me,
Yes.
what I was saying is,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Continue.
what I was saying, I said, I agree with Brian. That guy is not a leader. He's a ruler. He's more like a king. I think
That's
it's the
very true.
problem with African. Yeah, it's a problem, a scenario maybe in Africa, particularly Zimbabwe. I was even asking today, everything they post like in ZANU-PF thing, there is a picture of Mnangagwa. Don't they have a logo for the party? Why do we have to praise or pray a leader? Give him all the power uyenza noma yini efuna at any time. So I agree with everyone that that guy is not a presidential material at any cost. And another thing, I can touch things like MDC, Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa have made a lot of mistakes, but we never had where he's been corrected or even admitting to his mistakes. So at the end of the day, we have the same problem in the opposition. If we can't counter our problems with ZANU-PF as an opposition, I'm not saying everyone here is in MDC. If we can't counter our problems where ruling party, see what on a daily, that means we don't have a solution in the country. So to me,
Okay, Roots, can you hear me, Roots? Can you hear me, Roots?
I can hear you.
Yes, Malume Zwe, can you hear me? Ian, you can hear me. Victor, you can hear me.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the topic is like now, I understand the frustration of all Zimbabweans because the president Mnangagwa is the president of the country. So what is the way forward? Honest enough, right? You know, all of you're in the diaspora. What is the way forward? Let's just say the problem is if we invite the MPs here, they don't want to come in here. So what is the way forward? You guys, you tell me now. Let's discuss.
Let me talk. Let me finish that. It's simple. Have you ever seen guys? Makunama election. I think South Africa got elections. Sometimes just after elections or before elections, you can see into sifana ukuthi irandi liyawa or liyavuka inini. Economists, they judge maybe the economy of the country according to the results and stuff. So for us to fix Zimbabwe, guys, we need to fix the political ground. I'm done.
Can I come in? Hello.
I agree. I agree with you, Goma Roots, about basically the political, like the top two political parties that we have right now. Marshall, what's happening now is I think you get to hear people later, and we are all clashing. That's why I think there's that echo line. But anyway, let me just continue. Like what we have, the two biggest political parties in Zimbabwe. To me, this is my opinion, guys. Please, I'm not aligned to any party. Mina personally, Mina I've seen from Kungotarisa just like how things are going. EMTC, to me, my opinion, guys, it's a mini ZANU. When I talk of change, what's the next step? What can we do to make it a conducive Zimbabwe for you and me to go back to? If government yonke, including even our parties, we shouldn't even have MTC go into power, because as it stands, Gatesi, if you look closely, please take out the fact that if you are MTC, take it out. Just look at things like someone who's watching a football match, like someone who you can see what's happening when you're outside. If you had done that, you would have done this. Look, let's watch this football, right? Let's comment. I'm a commentator, right? Look at how things are going within the MTC. Look at how Chamisa is, right? What's the difference? What's the main difference? The only difference is he's got the majority. That's the only difference. But on a personal level, can he be a leader? No. To me, this is my opinion. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but this is my opinion. We've got
No.
Zanu.
Listen. You don't have to be. You don't have to be sorry because it's your.
Sometimes basically when you talk of MTC Zanu, people who support these parties, it's like you're stepping on people's feet. This is why I'll keep apologizing. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, we have to tell each other the truth. I like, Baba, when you said, let's call a spade a spade. Let's not call a spade a hat. A spade is a spade. So let's open up. Right now, for us to say what we are moving forward, we are recognizing the problems that we have, either in ZANU-PF, either in Locus and MTC, or BZA, whatever. Let's fix the problems that we have. Because at the end of the day, Nina, when I say Wuti, if we want to move forward, there has to be bloodshed, but no one knew everything has to come in.
Ian, towards the end, we'll be looking at the solution. Towards the end, we'll be looking at the solution. Okay. Malumezwe, do you want to come back? Malumezwe, you want to come back, Malumezwe?
Don't worry, he's going to hear you later. Hold on.
Yes. Malumezwe, you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Angazi ukuthi silokho esikhuluma ngombuzo ukuthi what are the expectations of us as diasporians and the way forward for us? Kumbe sesidlulile ku.
No, if you still have
forward
No, Malume, I know what you want to hear to figure. But if you want to add on that, it's fine. But we want to come towards the curve. We are looking for the curve going to the way forward. Okay, everyone is not happy with the government of Zimbabwe. So what is the solution? Some people, they talk about GNU, some people talking about the polarity, some people talking about a new opposition party. What? Let's just bring everything together.
Okay, all right. Let's eliminate the things that won't work for Zimbabwe. One, eliminate this dependence on South Africans to come and solve our problems, because they failed to solve our problems right from the time they were invited on the table. South Africans are just visiting to Zimbabwe and make a project for themselves and make money. They've done nothing. They've done nothing on the rigged elections. They've done nothing on violence. They've done nothing on people's sufferings other than just, that lipstick service. So eliminate that. Pollard. Eliminate that project of called Pollard. It is a project for enhancing the opposition.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself, Ruth. Go. Ruth. Yeah.
I'm on mute.
Okay, I know. Sorry. Continue, Malumi. Yeah. Please, make sure that you mute. Continue, Zé. Continue, Zé. Yeah.
So this notion of the Pollard project is nothing, is going to solve nothing, is going to bring nothing on the table, because it is a project of enhancing further division within the MDC itself. I'm a split within the MDC right from the beginning. Tina abanye bethu, we came here just because of the MDC. We put the foundations of that party. And but they have been split after split after split. And that is a weakness on the side of the leadership of the MDC. It is a weakness on this, in the sense that they are failing to respect their own constitution, which they put together, and they can't even do it. But would I say it is an alternative party? Yes, it is an alternative party. But do they have it over 75% in terms of what they can do? Probably not. But are they better than what we have at the moment? Definitely yes. However, we still have to give, whether you are in the opposition party, we still have to give our to people the power to say how things have got to go. Don't detect things ever doing. You don't do that. Let people decide what exactly they want to do. So way forward, never again an elimination. Do not do the GNU thing. It wasted Zimbabweans' times. It was a temporal fix that brought no permanent resolutions. It only brought painkiller. It was just a painkiller. Everything certainly was there, available, fuel, basic things were there. And then dissipated into nowhere, thin air after that. So do we go back to GNU? No. The MDC and all other institutional organizations, including organizations which are political and apolitical, must force ZANU-PF through the elections and must not attend. One thing that the MDC are missing out is they always go back to the elections without solving the problems of the electoral system. Why would you go to electoral system when you know you haven't done anything at all to address that situation? Do not go. Iyekeleni izanu ihambe yodwa izazibophela yona yodwa ngama-elections ayo izibotele yona yodwa up to the end. I saw you and Katesi ZANU is going nowhere. There is nothing ekhala, but no economy, no what. When you pencil it in and you tick box ufagama elections, have we sorted out the issue of electoral reforms? No. How many years to come now before the general elections again? Only 2 years or so. Siyafika 3 months sesiqala ukukhuluma ngama-electoral reforms, and before we know it all, we are registered to participate in the elections and no reforms again. So for evidence of that, which of all the things, it won't work because the courts don't belong to you, are institutionalized by ZANU. The police is an institutionalized organ, the army is an institutionalized organ, the Central Intelligence is an institutionalized organ, and wherever each parastatal is institutionalized program. So we are happy. So do not go into elections. Gatesi, EMDC, and other all political parties and our political parties should be working on electoral reform progress. As far as say electoral reforms, PAMBI first. Diasporans should vote. Why can't diaspora have right to vote? But we are mostly, this is true. Sonkenin lapa siyazi ukuthi siye social benefit of many people ekhaya. That is the work of the government to ukuba le social benefit, but does it have that organ? It doesn't have it. If it has it, it is only a way out of siphoning imali through a dubious system which is not there. Mina lawe khona lapha siyaphosela okungesenti lokhu uphosela umalume lapha uphosela umzukulu lapha uphosela we're carrying the burden of that government, but we allow that government ignore us when it comes to our voting rights. That's the way forward. Let's focus on the electoral reforms, and all of us should be the participants in that progress of Uti. When elections come, you have the right to vote. Yes, any government vote diasporans, yet we are Zimbabweans.
But
Yeah,
I
Indian
understand
enough.
your issue of
Okay,
e-voting.
you talk
Hold on.
maturity. You know, one second, Ian. One second,
Ngicela ukungena.
You talk a maturity. One second, Victor.
All
You
right.
talk maturity, Baba Moyo. You talk maturity, Mangalisai. So why do you think the government of Zimbabwe? You spoke about they are afraid of voting in diaspora. Why do you think they're afraid of diaspora voting yourself? Why do you think they're afraid of that? I'm asking the question
They're
to
not
you.
afraid of that.
You raised it.
No, they're not
No.
afraid of
Wait,
that.
I want to ask. Or you want to answer that yourself, or you want him to answer?
Okay, he can answer. But
Yeah,
I
then
don't
you
think
come
they're
in.
afraid
Yes.
of that. Well, but at the end of the
Okay.
day, if it comes to diaspora voting, how are you going to vote? Are they not going to rig the same votes? What you need to establish first before.
Can I come in, please?
One second, Victor. One second.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before we even think of e-voting, we need to put something in our heads first. Right? I'll ask you all a question, just one question. I just want an answer. Uguti, did Mugabe rig our elections every time? Has Mugabe ever rigged our elections? Can you answer this?
From 1980, of course, from 1980 till today.
Let me correct you. Mugabe didn't rig elections. Let me tell you the person who rigged the elections. The guy who is the president right now is the one who rigged the elections for Mugabe. That's what you need to put in your heads first before you think about going the vote. You understand where I'm coming from? So when we talk of votes, forget about votes. Think about solutions on how we can change Zimbabwe. Because even if you say we diaspora vote, say we can rig it. If we are rigging local, why can't we rig local? Right now, America is crying. A lot of countries are crying because they think Russia is mingled in the votes. They've done something. We're going to vote online. Russia can go, even if we send them votes and we take count up, wrong figures are going to go. How many times have we seen rigging? And the person who's always rigged, earlier on I was talking and I was apologizing. I don't want to step on other people's feet. Someone has already written Uchomdo doesn't know what he's talking about when he says
No. Listen, Ian.
I want to correct something. No. I want to correct something.
Forget about the comments.
Yes. No. What I'm just saying, what I'm trying to establish, what I want us to establish. I'm not saying good when we look like what he's saying. No, I'm not bothered about that. But what I'm trying to say is, what we need to establish, as one is also written, we need to see our problems that are there, and we need to have a solution. We've seen going to the ballot boxes is not a solution. We're not going anywhere by going to the ballot, because if we establish rigging has always been done by so and so. Umkabe at one time he thought he's not going to be in power. Umkabe knew but he was shocked with how I'm back. You know that story, everyone knows. A lot of MPs, they were now running away, thinking we're nowhere. But who rigged? That's what we need to put in our heads. Can we go and vote? Even if we are voting at diaspora, is it the way forward? It's not the way forward. That's what we need to establish.
Yeah, can I come in now?
Okay. Go on, continue. Malume Zwe, you are coming back. Ruth, you are coming back. Let's enjoy. Come in, Makeza.
Right. I do agree, especially with Malumuzela, but the only way Lapeng no Kunjana Engle disagreement, let's agree to disagree, it's not personal, is that the MDC for me is that it is still following ZANU-PF ideology in the sense that why do you need two vice presidents? One must be Ndebele, one must be Shona, which is being done exactly by who? By ZANU-PF. Point number two, Chamisa himself, they should have followed the constitution. The constitution allowed when Tsvangirai passed away, Makupe was going to be in charge. Then they have a vote. Then Chamisa, had he followed his own constitution, Chamisa could have been put in power by vote. That is democracy, following what we call electoral system. And the way I agree 100% with Malum is that electoral system is rotten. So it cannot reach us nowhere. And then what other thing I could add? Please agree to disagree with me. I have got an opinion. In the political, these issues for political parties, I think, in my own opinion, but I stand to be corrected. It doesn't work for us in Zimbabwe. Our Zimbabwe solution, it needs us to form a new party, which is not a political, which is like activist. Activism, which means for the people. You understand? If we could allow or find a solution to form our own activism party under the activist diaspora or non-diaspora. If you're an activist, you are different from a political opinion because you stand for what is right. You agree to be corrected if you are wrong. You don't protect your party. Activism, you correct humanity. You don't correct tribalism. You correct a human being is a human being. So my opinion is that if people are agreeing up the way forward here in diaspora, let's form a party which is not political, which is activism. We find a name for it. Whoever is, I don't mind to be led by a 20-year-old. Age to me, it means that person is quite mature, but we don't want people who are always old. I am 56 now. I must say, okay, I cannot be standing for becoming a president. I have to take a back seat and advise people. We have seen this thing happening. The problem is now at Nayona level because I agree with the previous speakers. You see, from Thabo Mbeki was calling it what you call soft diplomacy. Soft diplomacy never worked for us. It never worked for South Africa. Never worked because ANC is also benefiting. You see, so now all these worked for us. It never worked for South Africa. Never worked because ANC is also benefiting. So you see, the issue here is that Africans,
who is talking behind? How many people are talking now?
I can hear myself. I don't know why.
Okay. Try again.
Can you hear me now? Technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue. Yeah.
Say, for example, SADC. SADC is very useless in the sense that it's just a toothless dog for ourselves. That those people could have helped us in the sense that Zimbabwe is self-ourselves. Hello.
Okay.
Technology.
Okay. Yeah, I siyabuzwa. Okay.
All right. For me to conclude is that, you see, had SADC had power, not like a toothless dog, we couldn't have these other problems because Botswana could have helped us, these other neighbors for us, because they are facing the same problem. Look now what is happening in Rwanda. This man took over, he was claiming to be, look now, and then Museveni is doing the same thing where he took over Idi Amin. So now our issue in Zimbabwe,
Victor, just hold on. We have got a youngster who is in Africa, probably. He's a politician. He has been running for MPs and whatever. All of a sudden, he's run away and other things. Let's hear him. Anytime. Let's hear from this young. Let's hear from this young man who has suffered in Zimbabwe. We are not going to mention his political party, but we welcome you, Mzaka. Why is Zimbabwe become a basket itself when it used to be a bread basket? What is the solution? What is happening in Zimbabwe? You live under the ground. Can you tell us what is happening in Zimbabwe? Mzaka.
Hello,
Josephat Mzaka. How are you? Yes, how are you?
I'm very fine, my brother. How are you?
We are all fine. Mzaka, we have seen you. You are living in fear. Yes, we can hear you. Mzaka. You are living in fear. Zimbabwe, we don't want to talk about you living in fear. But why is Zimbabwe become a basket itself? What is happening? What is the way forward of Zimbabwe now?
Mani anguzwa kahle.
Hello, Ian, can you hear me, Ian? Yes, yes. Zaza,
Yeah,
Zaza.
sengikuzwa
Yes,
yes,
I'm
sengikuzwa kahle.
saying, yes, I'm saying Zimbabwe has become a basket itself. Zimbabwe, everyone now, people suffering. You go everywhere, people suffering. Some they even don't want to be associated as Zimbabweans. When they are Zimbabweans, they claim to be foreigners from, from other countries. What is the way forward? How can we bring Zimbabwe back?
Number one thing, the number one thing, the government esilayo that we are having currently is totally failed. Actually, when they took over from Robert Mugabe, they promised a second republic, where we thought ukuthi maybe sizaba le government ezalalela abantu, the government that is going to provide for the people, that will listen to people and do proper reforms. But right now, these guys have failed. I think the best thing that we should go for, like right now, is we are fighting, we're fighting for SADC, AU, ukuthi ngenele Zimbabwe, we have a proper transitional authority. The proper transitional authority, that's the only way to go. Because when we have a transitional authority, we should then now map forward proper reforms. We need reforms on human rights, reforms we need to reform our army, because the problem in Zimbabwe at the moment, it's army. The reason why we are now a basket is because the top guys in army, they're the ones who are looting the resources of the country, eating alone. Those who stand up trying to fight for the masses, trying to condemn corruption, trying to condemn wrong things, they are being arrested, they are being persecuted, they are being killed, this and that. We now need these bodies from Africa, because what we should be very careful about Zimbabwe, like ourselves, it's now an issue of defending yourself or death. So by doing this, if it's letting us down as Zimbabweans, they are pushing people to a corner, and this thing is going to cause a civic war in Zimbabwe. The people start defending themselves because they've been pushed to a corner. The only way to go is that we have proper reforms. We don't want constitutional amendment. We want reforms from army, electoral reforms. When we go to elections, we have an independent body. Whoever wins, there is no soldier or anyone from army who should say it out in public that I'm not going to salute a certain comrade who is going to win elections, who is not ZANU-PF. The other thing, we should now have a proper reforms of differentiating, of separating Zimbabwe and ZANU-PF. The problem that we've got in the country is Zimbabwe is being run like it's ZANU-PF. And even people now, they don't understand the difference. Even the young people, they don't understand the difference between ZANU-PF and Zimbabwe. So the only way to go is to have a proper reform, is to have proper talks, negotiations, where we include everyone from these churches. The churches are fighting. We're seeing churches are fighting, even though they are being insulted by our leaders. We're seeing activist politicians. We're seeing a lot of people, they're coming in, they're chipping in. So when we're forming that thing, we should now form a transitional government that will include almost everyone who is going to do the proper reforms. We reform our army. We won't go anywhere as long our army is not reformed, because Zimbabwe is being run by army since independence. They're the ones.
Okay, my question to you is, you are a young politician who is suffering, and you know what, you are struggling. Sometimes right now probably you're talking, you're outside the country. Do you think Pollard or GNU will solve the problems of Zimbabwe, or it will solve temporarily?
No, we don't want the Pollard thing is a useless thing, a stupid thing, because what you should understand, our courts, our judges are captured by ZANU-PF. We've got, that's why you see people are being denied bails because by judges. Like Chitapi denied that guy a bail because Chitapi, we saw him on the list of people who are owing Reserve Bank those monies that they took. So automatically, we don't want we don't want ePolati on its own. It's a group, a bunch of people who are seeking employment from the government. So it means they will never stand against Mnangagwa. What I should tell you, what I'm seeing right now, what is happening, we are seeing on headline Makupe is going back to parliament as the head of MDC, this and that. Mnangagwa is now is now bringing in Thokozani Kupe. She's my sister. I fought for Thokozani Kupe even during the time when they were fighting. I went to MTC offices and independent. But no, don't beat her even when she's wrong. But right now, was in Lichi in our region. The moment Bengen saw a parliament, Mnangagwa is going to form a GNU. When he forms the GNU, it will be the weakest GNU. You continue cruising, doing all sorts of bad things, continuing with bad policies. What we want now, we don't want GNU. Pollard is a stupid organization that comprises of...
Can I stop you there? Can I stop you there? Can I stop you there? Can you hear me, Mzaka? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes, Nyaguza malume.
Can you hear me, Mzaka?
Yes, Nyaguza.
Right. Yes. You said you went to her. Yes, you said you went to her office and you said, please stop beating her. You said, please stop beating her. So you are saying Zimbabwean politics, actually you are beating people. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. We you know what, my brother? Right now, as I'm here, standing here,
you mentioned it that. So you say it yourself.
Yes. Zimbabwean politics is very dirty. Opposition in ZANU-PF is very dirty. That's what you should understand. I'm opposition, but the problem that we've got right now is contributed by opposition again, whereby people are fighting on their own. The problem that we've got in our opposition politics, we are not fighting ZANU-PF, but we're fighting ourselves. It's the same problem that we've got in Matebeleland, as brothers were fighting each other at the expense of our problems, our problems as a region. Saying we should learn to tolerate each other, learn to appreciate each other as brothers and sisters. If Mzaka did something good, let's appreciate Mzaka for doing something good. Let's stop. The problem that we've got, like in Matebeleland, my brothers and sisters, wherever they are, even the region, I'm a national leader, but let me address the Matebeleland issue. In Matebeleland, we should learn the thing of a brotherhood. When Mzaka is being attacked, we should stand together and fight for Mzaka, even if you are from ZANU-PF, MTC, MRP, not this thing of saying, okay, this is what is destroying us as brothers. We should learn the thing of brotherhood. We stand for each other. When you are being harassed as Philip, we all stand up. You see? But the problem now, when Mzaka is being attacked from the opposition, I'm expecting my brothers from opposition to stand up with me, even to support me. I'm in need. Wherever I am, but they will never assist me. Assist him, let him suffer until he leaves politics. That's what is happening. That's the mistake. That's a lie of opposition. We are fighting each other as people from opposition. I asked one of who first to stop this thing of chasing away other guys. She should use that energy to fight ZANU-PF. That's why you find people like Makupe, they can't say ZANU-PF must go. We are all saying ZANU-PF must go because what is wrong in Zimbabwe is the system called ZANU-PF that is being used by army. We want the whole system to go. But you see, even in this revolution, Zimbabwe life matters. You discover that the people, we've got two groups in this thing. In this revolution, we've got people from G40, from ZANU-PF, people who want Mnangagwa to go and come back to Zimbabwe and continue looting our resources. Like Okasukwere, we've got all sorts of about Jonathan Moyo. At least Jonathan Moyo Kulumut ZANU-PF must go. I mean, you have seen even if Jonathan Moyo is ZANU-PF, when he's being attacked, I fight for Jonathan Moyo. Brotherhood of saying he's under attack. I was not MTC by then, but the time when Makupu was under attack, I stood up. I went to MTC offices. I stopped them. I addressed them. This is wrong. What you're doing. This is not politics. You have to stand for the 25 people.
Yeah, but you mentioned what do you mean by saying engwagiti?
Okay, let me tell you one thing, my brother. Like right now, we've got brothers who are working, like guys who came to my house, vandalized the house, broke the house, but it axed my doors. They were speaking fluent in Ndebele. They are my brothers, the guys who came to my house. The kids told me that. And there's a time when Phil, you can fight even in your families, in your family with your brothers. But when you're going to a danger, your brothers
But
they say, no, I'm not solve the problem.
but
You're not getting into danger. But you,
Okay.
if you find people celebrating, saying their family members celebrating your problems, your attack, you're being attacked, people find people celebrating. That's when you see we now have got a problem, my brother. We've got a
Okay,
problem.
thank you. Just hold on, Mzakza. Hold on, Mzakza. We
when
welcome
you
you.
say
Hold on, young man, Mzakza. We welcome you, Pito. We welcome you. Are you still okay, Malume Zwede? Are you still okay, there, Ian? Are you still okay, Victor? There? Are you all okay, Roots? You are okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
all good
fine.
there?
Yeah, we want to give others a chance. Yes, I'm fine. I'm listening.
Okay.
Unjani
Malume
malume?
Zwede, are you okay there? You seem to be worried, Malume Zwede. You're okay. Right. Let's welcome. Yes, Nyasha.
Unjani malume?
Why? What brings you in this topic, young man? Nyasha.
You know
Yes, Nyasha. What brings you in this topic?
uyakwazi ukuthi malume mina to come to this topic I've been a victim
Peter,
of
what brings you in this topic?
yes the situation of our country now ayikho right as my brother Umzaca said Umzaca we've been talking for a while uyakwazi the situation that we are in now in this country eZimbabwe kayenzi njalo sinjalo kulabathengisi esilabo abakhona pha lapha eMathebeleleni. Let me touch on Mathebeleleni first before I go national. Kithi lapha silabathengisi abantu esilabo konke okutsho ngumgcadi ukuthi abafowethu kasisapotani kunje so abantu
English,
babubhiza abanye
please. English, please.
all right, even in our houses now we have people that are coming in banging our doors, searching our cars, taking whatever they want to take, arresting us, detaining us, torturing people, adoptions that are endless. Those are some of the things that we are currently facing here in Zimbabwe. And in Mathebeleleni, this thing silama function, we have got two functions in endaweni yelukuzeni of Zimbabwean Lives Matters. We have got the G40 that is pushing its own agenda. We have got the MDC Alliance that is also pushing its agenda. Then we, the citizens that are non-partisan, that don't want anything to do with MDC, anything that do with G40, as long as ZANU-PF must go, and Zimbabwean Lives Matters. But this thing now has been hijacked by MDC. For example, there was let me touch on something. There was a video that was done by Ofadzai Mahere. When she did that video, wafaka abantu abafaka the names that she wanted to add on that video, and she forgot. In fact, she did not. I cannot say she forgot. They just eliminated some of us who are vocal. Mina, I'm one person that have been beating and bored. Bengibatshela fair ukuthi MDC and ZANU-PF, they've got the same mandate. Ingqondo zabo ziyafanana kazichiyananga. We are in this mess now in Mathebeleleni, and we have got a mess yamanzi. People in Luveve they're drinking sewage water. It's the councillors that are about council chambers. That's MDC Alliance. Then we also have got a problem.
Who is making noise somewhere? Hold on, Yasha. Hold on, Yasha. There's someone who is speaking behind a warming voice. Elom Sindonye Rabani, guys.
guys, whoever is not talking, can you just put yourself on mute?
Tell him to mute his mic.
Guys. More roots. Don't worry, more roots. Continue.
Can't I want to mute him?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Say mute. Continue. More roots.
Then we have Thokozani Kupe. Omunyo owakithi lapha. She's busy now. We are pesuka indawo yonke. She's busy recalling people from MDC it's now a mess. Everything, they've hijacked everything. All the people in Zimbabwe, they're saying ZANU-PF must go, but it's only Umakupe and the MDCT. They're not even saying anything about ZANU-PF going away. They are happy because they are being given a position in parliament. If you want to see that into Zimbabwe, it's messed up all around. Look at what they're doing. How can you eliminate? How can you claim a party that was not yours? A party win clear. They went and contested elections on their own, but win seats that they won. Then all of a sudden, if you are you come back and say, while it's when you got 45,000. I remember my brother Mzaka ikhuluma ngendaba kaKhuphe abantu abaningi they saw an error kumzaka ikhuluma ngendaba nale. People they saw an error. Now some of us are hiding. Those same people that are claiming they want a position in parliament, they're not even saying ZANU-PF must go. They're all quiet. Some of us have been taken by the police, victimized, tortured, and adapted. We have got people that are following us almost on a daily basis. And in Zimbabwe, we have got a very big crisis that we are facing right now. We have got people that are hiding. So if we are claiming that in Zimbabwe we have got leaders, Sichoma or Thokozani Kupelabo, Nelson Chamisa, Layu President wetu. It's just a waste of time. We don't have leaders. We have got people that are very greedy in politics. We have got people that want to steal. We have got people that are worried about power. Abalandaba, especially when it comes to issues of Matebeleland. We have got people like Jenny Williams. They are claiming Matebeleland collective. They collectani. What are they collective? Discuss about our issues. The Matebeleland. EMDC has been nothing. They haven't even solved anything when it comes to issues of Kukuraundi. Utsvangirai was part of ZANU-PF when Kukuraundi was happening. He was started to speak about it. He said, okay. And someone, Monzora, comes and tells us Kukuraundi was a civil war. Okay. Who are we fighting with? And then this thing, then someone comes, Malume, and says, the most painful part is someone comes and say, Kukuraundi was not a genocide. It was just the government sending the army to kill the people. One thing that that is very important. Kukuraundi was a genocide and is still a genocide. And one thing that we have in Zimbabwe, people, when we are saying ZANU-PF must go, we should unite all of us as Zimbabwean and push one agenda and say ZANU-PF must go. If we have got people now that are pushing their own agendas, MDC is pushing its own agenda, ZANU-PF is pushing its own agenda, Umakupe is pushing her own agenda, also G40, they are pushing their agenda. I'm one person that I support something that is right. Something that is not right, I don't support. To Jonathan Moy, a lot of people, they are against Jonathan Moy. They've been attacking him left, right, and center. Sometimes he says something into Eslengondo. This is the truth that he's saying. But they don't want to see. They've been clouded by this mind. What I have to tell the people is the truth that the MDC and ZANU-PF and MDCT, it's ZANU-PF. They've got the ideology of ZANU-PF. Whether we vote them and put them in power, they are going to actually do the same thing that ZANU-PF is doing. They are going to start to but at the end, we're going to be in problem. Yeah, now it's time that we as Matebeleland, we don't want to divide anyone, but we as Matebeleland, it's time that we unite and do our own thing as Matebeleland. If we are saying ZANU-PF has to go, let us unite Matebeleland and speak with one voice. And if we are saying it, ZANU-PF has to go as a nation, let us unite as a nation and put our political parties aside. And let's say, so all of us are non-partisan now. We're just saying ZANU-PF has to go. Because we are tired, Malume, of being used. We have got people that are coming all the way. We have got candidates that are being fielded. Mina Malume, I'm very angry, especially when people were talking about Zimbabwean lives matters. If Zimbabwean lives matters, then why is it that our people are sewage? Why is it our people are drinking water sewage? No one is even doing any help.
Okay.
Such issues, those are some of the issues that needs to be addressed. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Just
Marshall,
get a glass of water.
Marshall, one second.
Yes,
Hold
Yeah.
on. Get a glass of water and chill. I understand the frustration. Just hold on. I've got Pito. Pito, how are you, young man?
yes.
Hey, ngiyaphila linjani? Fine, thanks and you.
Very good. What brings you here? Go on.
Baba
What
Peter,
brought
before
me here
you speak,
ukuthi
Baba
Okay,
Peter, just
okay,
one second.
hold on.
I just want to look at just a quick one before I forget the point.
Yeah.
My brother Nyasha. It's not only, let's not only say Guti,
Yes.
we as Matebeleland, let's not already when we just say Guti, we as Matebeleland, in a way we're still living that hanging in tribalism. You understand? Let's
I was
work
about to
as
say
a
that as well.
nation. Yes, let's work together as
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the problem we're going to have now on this platform, what I've realized is it's predominantly Ndebele, and it will look like it's a Ndebele thing. Do you understand? Let's
Yeah.
try and move away
Tribalism.
from that.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Let's be very careful. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's be very careful how we address other issues. Because it will end up being a very, very sensitive issue that izinto zamandebele. And
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
before I go far, Uputwami, who spoke before, I'm forgetting, or it was I think okay, the one or someone, the people that broke into the house.
Yeah, just fine.
Yeah, he said Yugutai, Ngabantu betu. But there's something that you need to remember. Mina, yang ngizuthi ngikhuluma isiNdebele, but ndinotaura Shona, ndirimushona. I grew up in Ndebele.
Yes.
Ndirimushona inini. Saka,
Yes.
don't sit there and think ukuthi ngabantu bakho as in people from Matebeleland only. No, it could be even someone from Mashonaland. But at the end of the day, let's take the thing of tribalism. Put skip it tribalism between us, Lapa Velela, as keep any tribalism. As much as we are here to this is happened, Amashona are doing this to Amandebele. No, let's take that out. Let's want to teach each other. A solution. Of course, we're going to get to the solution. Once we get tribalism out in J. Even when we teach youth, singumuntu munye. Let's get that into our kids. Let's get that into everyone, not only Abantuan. Everyone has to, because time and time again, when you get to people, it ends up being and then all names are being called. So
Yeah.
that's it, Baba. That's it. Sorry, Mr.
Yeah.
Pito, you can continue.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Hold on. Okay.
A minute before I go.
Continue, Mzat.
My brother, thank you so much for what you are saying. I think on that tribalism issue, we should actually have people who should go to Rwanda and try to find out how they address their Kukuraundi thing. Because I'm seeing that those guys have moved on with life, they're developing. As the bitterness and there's too much insincerity from our leaders when they are saying they're addressing even issue of Kukuraundi. This thing should be addressed once and for all, straight and I will move forward. I think that's why we've got a problem again. We should actually implement the thing that was done by Rwanda, because the bitterness that is still with people is the one that is taking us back as people. So we need to have, interesting a lie, what I will say before I leave, we don't have leaders at the moment. We don't have opposition, we don't have leaders. People can lead people now, we're now moving this way. You see, that's why
before you go, sorry to cut you short. In Rwanda, yes, you cannot learn everything from there, because Paul Kagame now is becoming a dictator. He's killing all his oppositions as well. As much as he done very well in Dabayeno Kujana, genocide, he's doing very bad because now killing all his opposition.
Let's go back to our topic. Our topic. One second, Zanka, before you go, let's bring Pito. Pito, you were talking, young man, but Malume Zoya, I think he's driving the pana party. Let's bring Pito Lapana. Pito, what brings you here?
Ngiyabonga ukuba lana mina ngibengilalele uBramzaca
Yes.
eyibeka njengoba ukuthi like we are having division like mostly ku-MDC because all of us as Zimbabweans are trust we had ukuthi MDC is our goal to remove ZANU-PF. But today sesithola ukuthi no i-MDC sibuye yasplita. What was the cause of MDC to split? Ubaba uMogeni saphila uSwangirayi. Enye into engizoke ngayicabanga mina ngokubona kwami I think ubaba uSwangirayi what led ukuthi uMakhuphe pull out from MDC was I trust she was the vice president on that, and then kwabuya kwazoqhamuka uChamisa who is now the leader of MDC. So from lapho I think it really caused so much havoc, and then people from Matebeleland they felt ukuthi no, I think if they felt ukuthi MDC neZANU it's just the same, just because like they are preferring ukuthi maybe, I'm sorry to say it is, they are preferring ukuthi maybe that party to be led by someone who is a Shona. They don't believe ukuthi AmaNdebele can lead. You understand? So and you know, Lento, I think it has now brought out from abantu baseMatebeleland, like we are being taken like as second options. So now we don't have hope ukuthi MDC can give us something better in Kepana na day. So like now in Zimbabwe, the most thing that we are lacking a leader. Instead of having a leader, we are having a boss. A leader is someone who is there ukuthi uyakhona ukuthi ahola abantu ma esebenza ebuza abantu ukuthi singabambisana kanjani. A boss can just tell you what to do. So when it comes to lenda we tribalism mathi khuluma ngubra ayini lapha lento leyo inzima Brian ukuthi iziphele because
okay, can I ask you a question, brothers and sisters? Zwe, can you hear us, Zwe? Just hold on. Zwe, can you hear me? Zwe, can you hear me? Zwe, are you there, Zwe?
Don't worry, he's driving.
I want to ask you this question, you especially use where you yes. Zwe, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Why is it all the time? I'm asking all of you here, all of you, Nyasha, Pito, Mageza, Zwe, Ian. Why is it all the time when we talk about this topic, it is ending tribal way? Why is, but it big time and again, it ends up tribalism. Why is it so? How can we, so we have spoken about tribalism several times, but why is it topic goes every time goes back to tribalism? It's now falling as if people of Matebeleland are saying we're being singled out, we are being left out, am I wrong, guys? All right, correct me.
Right, let me come in there. You remember when I introduced myself, then I started off with the root cause is tribalism. You remember? Because that is the truth.
Talk about it. Masi was there as well.
Yes, you remember? Yeah, it's because I am a Zimbabwean. I'm from Matebeleland. I'm in Ndebele, but I've got a mix. My sisters got married to Shonas, so I've got both abazukulu bamaNdebele bakondiweni, abagochisata amashona. But now I realize that the problem here is this. As I said, 1980 was the symptom, not the root cause. The root cause, Umgabe unaza for ZANU yakhe 1960s, so 60 banda.
Listen, Mageza, forget about the late Mugabe now. Forget, right. You will never come back and rule the country. Let's move on without mentioning Mugabe is gone.
Fine. Okay, let me move on. But what I'm saying is that divide and conquer, it works because they use what to call tribalism. So Tina nginje njoba nginje, so lawe unje, everybody, let's accept the fact that we are human beings. Yes, we've got different languages, that is the diversity, and different cultures. Let's celebrate our different cultures, but not in a tribalistic way. You understand? There's nothing wrong with me called Ndebele because that is my culture, who I am. But don't tribalistic me, put as the tribalism. No. So what I'm saying is that once we start looking at the root cause, you would corner, right? These people, and these people, we are all Zimbabweans, but let's learn to accept our languages, our culture, and then we have a common cause. Common cause, dignity, respect each other, accept. I can say sorry, and I have to learn from the youth. The youth also should learn from our dala. We learn together. I would these things come from a woman. Don't have to listen to a woman, or we can't be led by a woman. So those things, gender, tribalism, those are the aspects we got that in Zimbabwe. So it's not us alone.
All right.
But
Can I ask
now,
you this question? Okay, 1 second. Can
Yeah.
I ask you this question? All of you here. Nyasha, you are an upcoming young man. And Nyasha, if don't take this personal, Nyasha. Personally, what origin are you, Nyasha? What tribe are you? I don't take it personal, Nyasha. Asahuzwa Nyasha was
You are muted. You are muted,
Yes,
Nyasha.
yeah.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah, unmute
Nyasha,
yourself, Nyasha.
unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself,
All right.
Nyasha.
All right.
Yes. Don't take this personal, Nyasha. You are my young boy. I always bring you here. I just want. Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
All right. All right. Liangizwa.
Yes.
Okay. Mina, I'm Shona.
Yes.
I'm Shona, but origin yetu, really our real origin, we are Ngunis. My father grew up inside Ndago Koko. Then that's when we took the surname Kwazeba, but Tina Singabako Ngwenya. But I usually say I'm half Ndebele, I'm half Shona. My mom, she's 100% Ndebele.
And how proud
So
are you? One second. 1 second, Nyasha. 1 second. How proud are you to be fluent in speaking both languages as a Zimbabwean?
I can say, Malume, I'm 100% proud to be able to speak Ama languages. They said Ama language. Yes. Yeah. Repeat again the question. Hello.
Okay. I said, how proud is a Zimbabwean to be speaking both languages, and you are living in Bulawayo. I can hear you. You are the. Listen. Wait. I text you to understand. I say, proud are you as a Zimbabwean are defending the Bulawayo, the Ubuntu, the Matebele. But how proud are you to be speaking both languages fluently the same? How proud are you?
I'm 100% proud, Malume, Uguti. I'm able to speak both languages and actually be able to defend the people from Bulawayo, because I grew up in Bulawayo. In Bulawayo, I understand its culture and its people, its language, and so many languages that are spoken in Bulawayo. So I'm 100% proud, and also proud to be knowing it's Shona and speaking it fluently. Yeah. Languages that are spoken.
Okay, uyasilalela Nyasha. Ian.
Hello?
Ian, can you hear me, Ian?
Yes, I can hear you.
Ian, Nyasha, hold on, Ian. Let's move away from this tribal thing. Let's move away from this tribal thing. I don't like this topic of tribal. I don't like it. Let's move away. We are coming towards the end of this topic. So, guys, Zwe, can you hear us? When you hear us, Zwe, I want to bring you as a leader. I've known you. You do a lot of working with the different cultures, Zwe, when you come in. Let's move away from this thing of the Shona Ndebele. So, guys, I understand you, especially people from Matebeleland. But when I look at the way we are discussing about this thing, These people from Matebeleland, you are saying we are fed up even if you bring MDC, if you bring. So who is the option? Anyone can pick up. Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What
Yes,
is
I
the
can hear
option? Who is the option? Okay, well done, Nyash. I have heard people saying Nelson Chamisa no. I've heard people saying Nelson Nangagwa no. People saying so. What is the option of Zimbabwe as Zimbabweans? Let's talk now. What is the way forward? Because if I say, some of you are saying, Nelson Chamisa no, Uthokozane Kupe no, Nangagwa no. So you're telling me that there mustn't be any political party in Zimbabwe. That's what I'm asking you, Zimbabweans. I'm asking you, Peter.
All right.
Okay. Nyaguza Prafilip. I think on my side, I have fallen out. Go all of those parties, like into the patriotic plan.
Yeah, Malume.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, continue.
Angazi ukuthi suke wezwa ngayo in ETPF, which is led by this white guy. I forget his name. I think want to, as people, like, we now need a political party which doesn't which is gonna bring unity amongst us, Shona, Ndebele, Kalanga, Sotho, Xhosa, and then I think from there we can as Zimbabweans have a better leader. Because now, like, if we look at FBC, if you hold ngumuntu wangale, so like abantu, they've lost it. I think maybe if we can have a political party that is neutral to everyone, then we have a goal.
Okay, hold on. Nyasha, hold on. Zwe, I think you're parked there. Zwe, I want to bring you there. Where Ian is still there. Zwe, are you there? Zwe, are you there, Zwe? Zwe Moyo? Zwe, are you there? Unmute yourself, Zwe. Unmute yourself. Your phone is on mute, Zwe. Zwe, unmute your phone. Your phone is on mute, Zwe. Right. Zwe, unmute your phone. I want to bring Nyasha. Zwe probably is driving. Zwe, you unmute your phone. Nyasha, can you hear me, Nyasha? Unmute your phone, Nyasha. Unmute your phone. Your phone is on mute as well. Unmute your phone, Nyasha. Zwe, unmute your phone.
All right, Nyaguza Malume.
Yes. So tell me,
Nyaguza Malume.
Tell me, Nyasha.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you, Nyasha. Tell me, what is the option?
Yes,
because
Mama.
I heard you denouncing MDC. I heard you denouncing ZANU-PF.
Yes.
I heard you denouncing all these parties. So you, as a young leader, what is the way forward for Zimbabweans?
The way forward, Malume, is simple. Currently in Zimbabwe, we need people that are neutral. We need people that are going to represent both.
I know the network is better.
All right.
Yeah. Continue.
Hello.
Continue. We can hear you. Continue. Nyasha, continue. Nyasha, you seem to be having a problem. Nyasha?
Hello, Malume.
Yes, I can hear you. Continue non-stop.
Okay.
Yes. Continue.
All right. The thing, Malume, is we need people that are neutral. People that don't have. There's someone who wrote from the comments. He said, "Kona, we should divorce the mentality of personalities. What we have to do is we need to choose leaders that are neutral. Umuntu ongakhethiwe singafaki ukuthi lo from this tribe and this is from this tribe. We need people that are neutral. Abazati bengangena lapana. They won't steal. They will be corruption. They are going to actually be in the office, and bengabeku office, they are going also to declare what resources that they have. Those are the kind of leadership that we currently need in Zimbabwe, because currently the people that are there, they are people that all of them, they are greedy. Everyone wants to go up there. They want to have a little bit of something. Umuntu angona ufuna ngangena, uthathe uphuma le mota, uphuma le mali, uphuma le mention. We now need people that are neutral. Umuntu that they're going to get there. Abantu, umuntu that is going to have people at heart. Someone who's going to actually revive the economy of Zimbabwe. Not someone who's just to eat and satisfy a family yangibo. Because the issue is the most important issue about leadership is being fair. Not to be low just because they are that. These are these people. Laba a minority, laba a majority. We don't want those kind of leaders. We want people that are going to get into the office and start running abantu into zihambe. Umuntu that are going to actually say lo umuntu is clean. Because currently the people that are coming into the leadership position in Zimbabwe, all of them, they are not clean. There are people that are getting in there to either steal, umuntu angona ufuna ukunotha, abanye bangena belama ideologies angekho right, abanye bangena belengqondo yokusitshela ukuthi thina siyi minority. Those are the no leaders that we don't want. We now need leaders that are neutral. Umuntu esabe sekwazi ukuthi lo i-background yakhe nje uclean, not these people that we are having currently. Some of these political parties, Malume, what I will tell you, some of these
Okay, Nyasha, sorry to ubamba. Okay, Nyasha. When I was nigga, do you see anyone? Yes. Do you see anyone Uncle Philip, I think this one can be. Do you see anyone? Yes, this one I think angaba ngcono ebantwini. Out of all the political parties, which leader do you think can be a better leader in all political parties in Zimbabwe at the moment?
Unkosana Moyo is a better candidate than all of these people that we have. Unkosana is the better candidate. He can actually do a good job than this all abantu laba, because if you sit down and listen to Unkosana Moyo, if only elections 2018 we had sat down and listened to him, now we'll be talking from a very good platform. But unfortunately, abantu they only follow personalities. They balandela umuntu ibhiza elilandela umhlaba wonke, ibhiza elifuna ngabantu bonke. That's what people do. They actually don't have time to read ama manifestos or to actually listen to ukuthi umuntu lo uvela ngaphi uya ngaphi. Unkosana Moyo is one candidate that I can vote for, and he's actually a very good person. Unkosana Moyo, because he's the only person now that Zimbabwe needs. Than abanye laba. Abanye, they are there to push their own agendas. But one thing with Unkosana Moyo is just one person who wants to see a better Zimbabwe.
Okay, just hold on, Nyasha. There, stay there, still stay there. Right.
Yes.
Ian, do you want to come in as well now? We are towards wrapping this. Then we then we are picture. Do you want? I saw you. You're not happy about something, Ian. Do you want to say something, Ian?
Yeah, I think a point Yami has passed at the moment. But what I would like to say, when it comes to us as Zimbabweans, what we need to establish right now, we rely on having other parties, like what my brother has been saying, we need someone who's going to do this, we need someone who's going to do this. Before we have that particular person who's going to do anything within our government, we need to implement measures to make sure before they get into power, we've already put measures to lessen their powers. For example, we have to have, if we're going to say we're moving forward as Zimbabwe, we shouldn't have a president, as per se, but we should have, like living in the diaspora, we've got a prime minister. Although he's got some sort of power, but he's muzzled in some ways. Do you understand? He doesn't have 100% like how a president would have. This is why sometimes, yes, we say Trump hasn't got that much power because there's Abantu ruling behind. But when Trump decides this is what is happening, this is what is happening most of the times. This is what we're
Okay, are you there?
Facing Zimbabwe. Like, sorry, hello?
I can hear you, Ian. I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you, Ian. I can hear you. You're there. You're there.
Yeah. Realized, yeah, he realized ukuthi having me as a prime minister within Zimbabwe means ukuthi anila any power. So he changed the system to what? To having him as a president, which gave him very ultimate power. So those are some of the things. As I was saying, this platform is for us to move forward. These are some of the measures that we need to implement, and we need to have one goal in Jengabantu, and we should direct. Look at what's happening. Let's not be like this. If Black Lives Matter, when it started, look at why it was in place. You understand? And now, where has it gone? See, lose a value. Tina, as black people, we've got a problem. We are fighting the wrong wars. So when we are fighting the wrong wars, we cannot have a change that we want implemented because we are fighting the wrong wars. If we were to come together as one, as I'm a Zimbabwean, we are Zimbabweans. Yes, there's always going to be underlying tribalism that we need to get rid of. Yeah, it's still going to be even Lapa England was saying racism is subtle. It's there, but it's subtle, aren't you? Right? Tribalism will always be there, but it has to get to a point where we need to make it subtle, so that we move forward. If you look at other countries, go to Nigeria. How many languages do they? How many tribes do they have? Go to South Africa. How many tribes do they have? Andrew, but they are not as bad as Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, as compared to these countries, is just small. It's nothing. So let's put things behind. As much as we want to hold on to the past, we are just behaving like Izanu. That's saying, when we say ho ho ho, they say, remember, Tina, we fought in the war. Were you in the war? You are born free. I mean, I'm only 36. Yes, I'm born free. But it doesn't mean because I'm born free, I should be muzzled, I should be quiet. No. I should also be heard as a Zimbabwean citizen. I will not always stand here and say, I'm growing. But what you need to remember is, even no matter how old, I like what Ubaba was saying earlier on, yes, I'm 56, but I am here to learn from the young ones. But I'm also here to give advice, experience that we have had in life. You understand? Us being outside the country, us being in diaspora, we are learning a lot. These measures that we need to implement, let's not be comfortable in other people's countries, because we're not different from those people who are paying themselves thousands of monies. One lump sum, just raising the other countries' economies. Exactly what someone said to me. The Zimbabwe that should have been now. Singapore. The Singapore that you see now is what Zimbabwe should have been now. You understand? We don't want to keep going back to that. Leaders now, whatever political party you are, let's come together. Let's be one. Take out this leadership from whatever party you are from. Let's come together. Let's implement measures to serve the poorest, to serve the richest, to serve every single one. It's like ukutenga imota. If you look at people, these companies that build cars, you've got Audi is family with Seat, his families with EVW, his families is basically the Skoda. What I'm trying to say is, these companies are very clever. They know the market. They know Uguti Audi, same engine as this Skoda, but at the end of the day, we'll charge Skoda so much. What they look at is E-class. We should have measures to make sure Uguti E-class is catered for. This class is catered for. This class is catered for. Not what we're picking and choosing, which one you classic or classic. But what I'm trying to say is, we have to have measures to cater for every single one as one person within our yes, when I hear on Andrew Olonga saying it in Nikayedu, yes, Zimbabwe, not at the moment. Not at the moment. People have been put into fear, in fear mode. This is what we have. If I tell you, Uti, if I was to say, guys, we've got guns, we're in Zimbabwe, right, let's fight the army. Yeah, head for head. There's more people than the army, but you'll find Uti, Abantu, you'll find people within those selling out to the army. No, this is about to happen. Yeah, come and raid. Because they fear Uguti, government, because I know, Baba, you were telling people to don't go back, but from Mugabe's regime, Mugabe has managed to behave like Hitler. Uguti, in your own head, he's conquered you were not in your own head. When he can control you to an extent, Uguti, like Tesi, you still have that fear. He's divided you even within yourself. Uguti, have this, have that. Let's get this divide and conquer and try and be one person. That's basically when we listen to everything that people have been saying. One thing we now have to do is to try and work on how we can be one. Because when we are one, and in Shona they say kuanda koka rambwa ne muroi. You understand?
Okay.
Why? Because you can't. Basically, you can't. Basically, as many as they are, if you've got a lot of sticks, you can't break sticks. When you take about 10, 20 sticks, you can't break them. Or if you've got two, if you've got one, you can break it. Two, it's going to be slightly difficult. 3, 4, 5, the many. We are powerful in numbers, not as individuals. Let's learn to come as numbers to be one person. I think that I've said everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, Victor Makeza. Right, we are coming towards the end. Probably let's have some few minutes. Victor Makeza, what is the solution of Zimbabwe? What is the solution of Zimbabwe? What is the main solution of Zimbabwe? Where can we, honest enough, you, Victor Makeza, Ian, Philip Sibanda, as someone who is in the diaspora, we are better. I'm not saying, but you know what? We do these topics for people who are back home.
Point of correction, we are not better about.
I'm not
equally in the same suit.
Yes, I understand. Okay, yes. What I'm trying to say is, but guys, people in the underground in Zimbabwe. Excuse me, mama, nyasha, mama. Okay, man, so.
Can you mute everyone? Mute everyone, Baba. Mute everyone.
Nyasha, mama, okalayo.
Just mute everyone, Baba, when you're talking. Just mute everyone, please.
Okay. Right. Victor Makeza, what is the way forward?
I do agree with the previous speakers, but I can go a bit further. The way forward is for the CNZ is to form a new political party. The previous speaker has said. So those lay party, even mainly activism. If it is an activism party, ngondo yokuba activism simela human rights singameli tribal grounds, simele human rights ukuthi as a human being, as a human race, race yethu, tribe yethu ibe human race. Say for example here in diaspora, I can name one boy. I can call me a boy if he's a young man. Uvuga. If Uvuga can come forward as a law, we form our own party because they will never
No, don't say we
reform.
form our own party. Don't say you form your own party.
No,
Say
no, it's not
you
good.
own.
This is where you're wrong, not my party. Ikona saba the problem yabona ukwakana vele kuboro bati mkabi bati beformi wati ZANU-PF ngeyakhe and then uchangira wati MDC ngeyakhe kwasona MDC-T kwabona MDC Mtambara. You get me? I do not. That's the problem. You don't personalize because Zimbabwe is not mine. It's our Zimbabwe. Let's form our party, not Mageza's party. No. That's the wrong thing.
Don't involve me there because I don't want to be in your party. I don't want to be in parties.
Not in my party, our party. This is what I'm trying to say.
Excluding me.
Fine. Listen, what I'm trying to say now, that's my opinion way forward.
Okay.
We remove this old MDC. It was just like ZANU-PF, like I told you. They follow the same ideology with two vice presidents, one from Matibiland, one from Short. That thing doesn't work. We need to have a new party, especially here in diaspora. I've got all the freedom. This new party, in my view, should be led by a youth. Rather than this party could be led by an old man, like a 56-year-old man like me. No. Those people, they have to come in as advisors. Because now life is for our youth. The youth is for them to see ukuthi nakusasa siyaphi. Mawuzele uyindoda unje so uyakwazi ukuthi okay mangizala bathi ukuzala uzelula amathambo. At the end of the day, safika isikhathi manje saying oh I go to a home. Mase home uzoncedwa ngubani? This is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is that the way forward in Zimbabwe, because of the electoral system, we have to remove everything in ZANU-PF. You see, or MTC has become ZANU-PF. So we have to restart from the bottom. La Party diaspora, if diaspora forms a new party, this new party even intertwined then the SADC to speak for Zimbabweans, to represent the Zimbabweans. That's the way forward. And then in the sense that, like other previous speakers said, we have to leave out in the way tribalism. This is from Matibiland, this one from Manikaland, this one from Kausaland, this one from Venda or Matongen. Once Sakipale ideology, that's the only way forward. Otherwise, we'll talk and talk, but without action, it won't work because at the end of the day, electoral system is an PF system. That's the root cause. Because right now, even if you go to vote, you're wasting your time. MTC will be same just like MTC coupe, no MTC cham. It's just the same like ZANU-PF. There's no difference.
Okay, Makeza. Peter, what is the way forward for Zimbabweans?
Njengoba esho ubaba ungwenyama lapha. We need a new political party, a political party that is going to be neutral to everyone. Because now we don't have hope to ZANU-PF, we don't have hope to MTC Alliance, and we don't have hope to MTC-T. So I think if we can have a new political party, like ikoninge ngathi kuyibona bathi the patriotic front that is being led by Daryl Collett. I think people can give him the benefit of doubt. This patriotic front.
Right, guys, can I ask you a question, all of you, Nyasha? I'll come to you, Nyasha. Do you know that, Zimbabwe is only left with 2 years to go for an election? Do you know that?
Yes.
All of you.
Yeah.
And to form a new political party now, do you think the political party will actually
Yes, Philip. You know why? The reason why, sorry to cut in, the reason why it will work is because what the previous speaker said. I can't remember all the names. The previous speaker said we don't participate in my election before we keep electoral reform. So if the new party is formed today, we form a new party today, okay? When we form this party, we're not participating in any election before the political reforms. The electoral reforms must be reformed first. To move my electoral reforms, then we don't participate 2 years from now. We're not going to do any elections because there's still the root cause electoral reform. Then they can participate when about is ZANU-PF order. Then they lose. No one will participate. Simple.
Okay.
Right, but before you go further, right? If you look at your point of just coming up with a new political party, this is my opinion. I don't know what you think. It shouldn't be a political party. Njengoba City, it's a united front. We need a team of people. Not Uguti, it's going to be one person ruling, because it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. This is where that greediness comes out of. Zimbabwe, Uguti mina. Just me. That's where it comes out. Let's have, if it means Uguti, since we know Uguti, this tribalism is going to be there, it will still stand. Why can't we have a political party that is run by 10 people, 5 from Mashona land, 5 from Matebele land, people that come together and speak as one? If we can manage to do that with 10 people, don't you think we can win the whole nation? Wherever, if people are going, for example, if people are going to, have a meeting with whatever, you've got a representative from Mashona land and from Matebele land. They don't walk, they don't go anywhere. They one, especially when it involves dealing with people on a political level. Bahamba, they too, basically representing both tribes to show that we are one. I feel that would be the only way, Mina, my opinion, that would be the only way to move forward. We just need people who can stand in and show others. So I'm a Christian, I don't know about everyone else, but Jesus Christ came on this earth to show us the way. What it is possible. It is possible. This is why he came. He came to show us the way. This is why when you say I'm a Christian, you are talking of Jesus Christ, because he came to show us the way. Now, when we are talking as Zimbabweans, we want people to come and show us what it is possible. What Mina, as in Ndebele, I can sit down with the Shona and we can come up with something. Not what this Shona person is the leader. Not what this Ndebele person is the leader.
Okay.
We are working together. When we have such a united front, I think we can move forward.
Ian, hold on. We have got a new guy here. Maposa, how are you?
Siyaphila basibanda kunjani?
Siyaphila baba. Uphosa wathola sezimunya lamathole. Uphosa wathola sezimunya lamathole kodwa hayi yekela sikufake sikuze ukuthi kathi wena okungenisa lapha kuyini? What brings you here?
Angibonge baba Sibanda nabahlonishwa onabo lapho. Ezinikhuluma ngendaba yaseZimbabwe, nami ngiyizalwane saseZimbabwe esingathanda ukubona izwe liqhubekela phambili. Iyona into enjani emqoka enza ukuthi ngingene kule nkundla.
Sorry baba, ngicela ukuthi sifake a bit more of isilungu as well. Ngiyacela.
Okay, no, it's okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, as a citizen of Zimbabwe, that's why I'm concerned ngama problems that are happening ekhaya eZimbabwe. But to add inkulumo yathi kunya ngobaba ubani, I think ubaba Undaba ukuthi we need abantu abawu-10, if I'm not mistaken, 10 from Mashonaland and 10 from Matebeleland. That's where problem begins. Ukuthi as ama-citizens of Zimbabwe, we don't trust each other. As Philip Sibanda, we cannot recognize you as a potential candidate ongaliti Zimbabwe. That's why so make out no. Philip ngeke simfake yedwa, because thina like obani abantu besindebeleni will feel like we are not represented. Makuno Philip or makuno munye ubaba onjani kwasesishoneni. So into yokuqala, if as ama-Zimbabwean, if singathembani, even a trust to my brother from Mashonaland, no. Okay. All right, he's capable politically in Zimbabwe, so the right to go. But as long as I'm telling Ubani, from Mashonaland, we are not going anywhere as a country. It was we are going to keep on supporting Obani or Philip, we are going to have a problem. So support is shown. We don't have a common goal as abantu Zimbabwe.
Okay.
That's into me understand that.
This is what I'm saying, Baba. Uguti, we need to have people in place that can that can represent
Yeah,
us.
we can hear you,
that can
Mapos. Hold on,
represent us.
Mapos.
That can represent us.
But Philip,
Uguti.
Yes, yabuza Mapos. Yabuza Mapos. Usukhathi.
hello?
Mapos. Hayi siyabuza. Besibuza ubese khuluma uIan laphana. uIan bese kuphendula. uIan bese phendula laphana.
ngoba nguye ngehlele
Usangizwa
i-topic with
futhi?
10 people from Matibeland.
Sibuza kuhle Mapos. Uzwakala kuhle.
All right, Mr. Maposa, what I'm trying to say is we need, yes, Baba, for us to
Mr.
get
Sibanda.
anywhere, for us to say we're going anywhere.
Maposa, we
what
can
we
hear
need-
you.
Ooh.
Lalela uIan. Maposa, we can hear you. Hold on.
No, angisakuzwa futhi.
Lina liyamuzwa majaha. Liyamuzwa
Yeah, mina ngiyamuzwa Mapos. Mr. Mapos.
siyamuzwa
Maposa, siyamuzwa, kodwa I think something is wrong with his earphones, I think.
Siyakuzwa Maphosa.
Mina ngimuzwa kahle.
Sikuzwa kahle.
Philip,
Yes, Maphosa.
usangizwa baba?
Yes. Ngikuzwa kakhulu Maphosa. Okay. Esakhuluma njalo. Maphosa. Siyakuzwa.
All right. Should I continue?
Mani laphana kuloja hongendeyo. Akubambe njalo Ian. Baba njalo Ian. Kevin.
Sanibonani baba.
Yeah, uyasizwa Kevin?
Ngiyalizwa, liyangizwa lini?
Kevin.
Yebo.
Kevin, siyakwamukela Kevin. Yebo Kevin. Wena wathungele room Kevin, khuluma. Uzimutile Kevin, uzimutile. Ngaba uyangizwa?
Yeah, ngiyakuzwa.
Hello. Uyangizwa?
Yeah, khuluma Kevin. Yeah, khuluma.
Ngiyalizwa lapha likhuluma ngendaba zokulungisa ilizwe, likhuluma la ngama-political party and all those things. So mina umbono wami is, okay, fine. You form a political party. With these conditions ezikhona, akula political party that can give izanu-PFP challenge that will win. Uzafoma i-political party, kuzaba nokubophana, kuzaba lama-CIO engena konke izinto ezinjengazona eziyana. So that political party is going nowhere still.
Radio 54, you're making noise there. Mute yourself. Radio 54, mute yourself. Okay, continue, Kevin.
So I'm saying, okay, you form a political party, is a destroyer, is a soziendawo, because is not any political party winning. With the prevailing conditions, you can't form a political party and expect to succeed. Like we've had good guys with good intentions. They've come and gone. So like what happens there is a situation takes ukuthi mina lawe sifundiswa ngokuphila kuhle singamaZimbabwean singumshona nomndebele. So that's not between you and me ukuthi sikulungise khona lokho. Into kumele siqalise noma sezikolo kuma curriculum, then we learn to accept ukuthi kulama cultures kulabantu abaningi eZimbabwe akusithi sodwa. Angitsho. So I often hear ibalelithi tribalism. There's nothing like tribalism in Zimbabwe because we don't have tribes. We don't exist like tribes. A tribe is a small pocket of people, also like even a village. So what we have is a situation that is more than just tribalism. 11-year discrimination, that's more. So what is first look at in tribalism? It really shows that we don't even understand the extent of hate and segregation and discrimination that we have in our country. So we need to be educated about such things. So then right, okay, the solution is forming another party. Without a revolution, we are going nowhere. We need to change things. We need to create an equal plane. You know, because whatever happens now, whether you are a new political party or what, you're not gonna compete in a fair plane with this anu PF. There's so many things. You always say electoral reform. It's been a song that has been sung so many decades. There's no change that is coming, and you can say, right, there's gonna be that reform. We'll press for it. We'll do this. As long as things remain the way they are, we are going nowhere. Sometimes it takes us to die or take my placards, say demonstrate and change the things for better. Because we're talking and nothing is going concrete to ground. We're talking and there's no movement. And we even ignoring such things that affect our politics. The fact that all the time you talk about politics and you end up bringing in issue of tribalism, it shows that tribalism is an issue in our country and it needs to be addressed. And you can't really, ignore it. And you can't really say you want to move forward when other people feeling left behind. No, there's nothing that you can say like. No, there's nothing that you can say like.
Signoro, please. Stella, unfaga my headphones, Signoro.
Yeah, so like whatever you are planning for us without us is not for us.
Yes.
Yeah, so like if we are planning, if there's anything, we have to be together. If some people are always complaining and feeling like they are left behind, you need to address that from the onset. Like these political parties that are coming, I know it's been a culture with these NOPs to kind of like ignore other people, call other people minorities. But if you are a party and address those people, you're not accommodating other people, smaller groups, you're not accommodating women, on a good platform. So in a way, what I'm trying to say is, for all these parties,
Yes.
Sephi.
Kevin, we can hear you, Kevin. We can hear you,
No,
Kevin.
Samuzwa. Hello,
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Kevin. Yeah, and Samuzwa. Ian, yes, Signoro. Ian, put your mic on.
Hello?
Can I
your
come
mic
in,
is on.
please?
Right, Signoro. Signoro,
Akasekho manje masamuzwa.
Yeah,
my headphones. Yes, put your
I've got
headphones,
headphones. I've got headphones. Nothing
I
wrong
think
with
it's
my
network.
gadget. I've
my
got
headphones.
headphones. I've got
Malume?
Right,
headphones.
continue,
Can I
Signoro.
speak?
Continue. Yeah, hold on, Yash.
I think network yake it's
Hold on.
acting up.
Continue, Signoro.
Our network currently our network is currently not stable in Zim. It's a little bit shaky.
Okay, let me speak now. Anyway, indaba ekhona lapha madoda nawo iri panapa ndeyi. Our problems in Zimbabwe,
I want us to
they are
change just a
much
little
bigger
bit.
than what we think.
People
They
are
go
looking
back
at
to Lancaster
going
House
towards
Agreement.
opening.
Kulondoda obuye lapha
Hold on,
wakhuluma.
Ian. Hold on, Ian. Signora, just go to your point, please.
Yeah, but no, Sibanda, don't interfere. Kulondoda obuye lapha wakhuluma ngendaba ukuthi wenzakalani. We are using
Right, Baba. He's not coming. Listen, Baba. What I'm trying to say. Can you hear me?
We are using.
No, hold on, Ian, hold on. Signora is talking. We can hear him. He is talking. Signora. Talk, Signora.
Yeah, what happening is we are using we all know this. We are using a color.
Is here.
Network is a little bit shaky, Malume, in Zimbabwe currently.
Mamela, abanye bayezwa. Now, kuloba bobuye lapha.
Victor.
Yeah, usinyoro lapha ekhuluma. Usinyoro simuzwa kahle, no problem. I don't interrupt him. Ngiyamuzwa kahle.
Nothing can hear you, but
he's there.
No, it's made.
No, Ian.
Can you mute that guy? Can you mute Ian?
Is there, Signoro? Is there? Continue, Signoro.
Quiet, Signoro. Signoro, kubeka.
Baba Victor, can you hear anything?
Yes. Spanda, can you? Spanda, please, can you mute? Can you mute?
No, just
Ian?
continue. Forget
There's
about
something
me
happening.
muting.
Mute.
Forget. You continue, senor. Continue.
Okay. Now, unobaba ubuye lapha wakhuluma wasivula ingqondo. We all know ukuthi i-colonization system yayinjani. Yayilokuqindezela. So izinto zavela zawonakala at the Lancaster House Agreement where that thing was signed under duress. Now, the current government from 1980, it's a thread. They have not stopped using the colonial system. They still continue to use the colonial system. And they simply modified it and even made it worse than our colonial masters. Indaba ye-tribalism, it was put just to divide and rule. Nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes kubuhlungu ngoba facts are stubborn. Some of us people don't want us to talk because they know they feel threatened. I'm glad here I'm been given a chance. Into enzakala yileyo ukuthi there's a divide and rule and we get carried away on trivial issues. In particular indaba ye-tribalism yafakwa kithi ngama-politicians and I'm sorry to say I feel it shows we are foolish. 40 years down the line we give them mileage because it does not affect them. It gives them mileage instead. I want to put a hashtag there. Tribalism and other trivial issues that we are chasing day in, day out is giving the political will mileage. Now, Mnangagwa is true. He's not a legitimately, elected president. Mina ngikhulume namhla. Kumele sivule amehlo sikunanzelela ukuthi that coupe judgment, I repeat, that coupe judgment, what people of Zimbabwe should have done, and it's never too late, they should embrace that coupe judgment. After embracing it, use it against the junta, against Mnangagwa, because the same scenario in MDC is even worse in ZANU-PF because the constitution of ZANU-PF says only the president convenes such a meeting of the Central Committee. So there's no meeting that took place on the 18th of November. It's exactly the same as what happened. The only difference is Central Committee, ZANU-PF, National Committee, National Council, MDC. But abantu kutshengisela ukuthi politics asizazi. And ingqondo zethu sajayeza ukuthi sidonswa izinto ezingalamsebenzi. We should have embraced, and it's never too late, embrace that coupe judgment. Sithi hayi sokukuhle. Let's have a 50-50. I know some people are quick to say, no, akusebenzi, there's no judiciary. No. Where there is a clear case where the coupe judgment is supposed to be used as the precedent judgment, this is where we get a chance for the international community to come and view, because the law is not only in Zimbabwe, the law is applied even the world over. And if they are going to not to allow or accept that nullification of Mnangagwa's appointment in ZANU-PF, you see where our problem is. We think a problem is ZANU-PF, but where we are like at the corner of this, we should understand that no, it starts in ZANU-PF and then it ends up national. If ZANU-PF did not forge that meeting on the 18th, we wouldn't be having a situation like now. I repeat, we should have people who are very national, people who are very patriotic, who are able to bulldoze in the MDC affairs, as long as the issues in MDC are going to affect, to polarize, to be toxic national. The same thing, people should go into ZANU-PF as long as the problem that we are going into ZANU-PF is affecting is cancerous national. We cannot distance ourselves from that. Umpoko, according to the constitution of ZANU-PF, he is the legitimate president at the time when Mnangagwa was in exile. I repeat, Umpoko, he is the
we
person.
know that. We all know that. We all know that. But now let's look for the solutions. What is the way forward?
Yeah, I really appreciate Spanda. What you know, somebody may not know. The way forward
I've just said it. Ungangizwa kulo muntu uzakutshela ukuthi sinyoro
Yeah, but if you
uthena
come here
madoda
and
lapha
say,
labomama.
but if you come here and say Mnangagwa is not a legitimate president, listen.
Yekela ngikhulume phela Sibanda, yekela ngikhulume Sibanda ngoba idemocracy yakhona antshi ilizwe lilalele. Kumele angasikhomandane ngithi mina isolution oyibuzileyo. Omunye uzakutshela ukuthi sinyoro ungamvali, yekela akhulume. Usekukhulumile usinyoro uthi yena kasiyiboneni indaba le ngenye indlela. 2017 Ukupe is now the legitimate leader of MDC outside emotions. The same thing
Okay.
happen as ZANU-PF. They've not appointed, but because of Iputalonalelo, we ended up technically having a candidate who is not elected. Constitutional was constitutionalism now. So therefore, it means it will force, it will push over Mama to say, let's then nullify. Chamisa was not legitimate. Mnangagwa was not legitimate. None of them were legitimate. And let's have a special case. Because we cannot have a situation where we are playing double standards. Because we are no longer talking of a debate here. There is a court order which has nullified illegitimacy Chamisa. Now, here is the danger, Baba Mama. I tell you, ngifuna ukuthi ngikhulume kuzwakale kathesi. Liyabona ukuthi sesile GNU noma lifuna noma lingafuna ababhalayo kababhale phansi. And this was made very clear by the acting chairman of MTC, uWesman Ncube. What is the only way forward is GNU. Mina ngithi over our dead body thina abanye aba-revolutionary, because we have seen a thread of stupid syndicates where people first of all kill each other from ZANU-PF and ZAPU. So kuthiwa asembe senze i-unit accord ZANU le-ZAPU. From Changirai kwachaya abantu short sleeve ngizomnye umuntu ekhuluma ngendaba yekhwekhwe abanye abantu abakwazi okwenzakala ekhwekhwe. What then followed was a GNU. Now, after abantu sebefile futhi bechaywa babotshwa, a third phase of a similar thing we started 1980. Kanti baba labo mama, why singaboni izinto ezisegcekeni? That GNU is coming. They've legitimized uKhupe. The slightest chance that Chamisa can get is what Mtambara ended up doing to be a forged or maybe a standby prime minister. I repeat, because when a GNU is topic is put on the table, it is the ruling party, in this case they will say ZANU-PF, and the main opposition. And it's not conspiracy. Whether we use our emotions legally, even the whole world, they know with Katesi, Chamisa lost in court is no longer the legit opposition main voice. So here's accommodation in this GNU. Who be like Mtambara? Imbese mbuza Katesi ngakayi phambili ukuthi yikho sikufunayo yini bobaba lobo mama. We have a colonial government, a colonial system which continue to hate people, which continue to favor the elite, which continue again to favor the same people. It's even worse. And I'm human rights in Zimbabwe. I'm declaring there are no human rights. If there were human rights, the people of Zimbabwe wouldn't be screaming day in, day night. If there were human rights, the whole world does not need to be told anything about Zimbabwe. Kukhona esingakwaziyo thina esingaphandle, abakwaziyo e-United Nations, abakwaziyo those so-called humanitarians, that they are looking, watching. And I repeat my final statement, ungakaphenduli Sibanda labanye bonke la. Forget it. No one is interested in this problem of Zimbabwe unless there's blood. No one is interested in Zimbabwean problems unless there's blood. I've done my consultation. And at a high level, sangubuza umbuzo lapha ngicela sibuzana ukuthi yikho yini esikufunayo ukuthi sibe ngamaqatshelana in out. Chamisa, he has been sidelined. It's not Signoro saying legally the legit leader or opposition is Khupe. What do abantu abanguthumbe one?
Can I come in there quickly? Uchamisa.
Bloodshed is the way forward.
One sideliner.
When it comes to Zimbabwe, you are right. I agree. You can come in, Baba. Sorry for disturbing.
Okay. I just wanted to correct to Signor Lap. Uchamisa was sideliner when when Tsvangirai died. Constitutional, when Tsvangirai died, Umakupe was the vice president. Chamisa, you should have waited according to follow the constitution. Okay, Umakupe can lead maybe for 1 month or 2 months. Who is my elections? Then he MDC elect Ubani Uchamisa constitutionally, follow the constitution. Chamisa never followed that constitution. He just did like ZANU-PF. I just wanted to correct you there.
Okay.
Wrong or right?
Let me say, it's not about correcting me. You are 100%. Uspan, to take a way forward. It's first thing first. We need to accept reality. We need to put emotions aside. Mina, politics kakhulu. I've been following what you're saying is 100%, but there's a slight mistake. The reason why Tsvangirai did not confirm Kupe, I'll speak about it. It's ugly, and I know. So you're right, my brother. But we are not saying right or wrong.
No.
We are saying
Okay, if we can pass there.
Okay, just wrap up.
Yeah, if we can pass there, it's because like Tsvangirai, he did the same thing while I'm 2 vice presidents like ZANU-PF. You cannot have 2 vice presidents. There's no use to have 2 vice presidents in the same place.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Right. Let's wrap up, guys. It's unfortunate that in network about Zimbabwe today, but guys, I think Signoro, everyone is supporting what Signoro is saying. So I mean, and someone said I was a bit harsh to Signoro. I will never be harsh to anybody. Signoro knows me, and we always do that to each other. But guys, let's wrap up now. Ian, I give you two minutes to wrap up.
Right. I just have a small point.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. I just have a small point. My brother Kevin, when he came by and he said, it's useless to go a political party. If that's going to be the way forward, the political party, that political party should only serve one purpose.
Malume.
Are you calling? Don't worry, Nyasha. Continue, Ian.
It's there to serve one purpose. Right. If purpose there as it's going to serve a purpose. Let's not look at reforming Zimbabwe as a 2-year thing. We're going into elections because yes, we're going into elections, but we're never going to win those elections. So let's not use the system as the current government. Let's not use that system. We've got 2 years if we're going to have a political party. What we need to do is we need to stop focusing on just tomorrow. We need to start looking at further Kachana in the future. Right. For where are we going to be in 10 years? If we want to get there in 10 years, we should start implementing these measures. As I said, for example, if we're going to have 5 people from there, 5 people from there, 10 people from there, 10 people from there, it might not work because already it's showing there's division. Yes, it's going to show there's division, but it's showing we are making necessary steps to mend the problems that we have in our own country. We need to have that structure that will show Abantu whether we're going to elections or not. It's in 2 years. It's going to be there. Islam is going to go back. Umnangagwa told you exactly what's going to happen. In 2030, he didn't mean his words. 2030, so Tina, we're looking at 2030. What's happening in 2030? Let's have Ilokuzen. People, let's put our heads down and think 10 years from now, not 2 years. 2 years is nothing. Because 2 years doesn't even apply to anyone.
Pause there, Ian. Pause there. Nyasha, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes of yours. Nyasha, he's gone. Kevin, 2 minutes of yours, Kevin.
Right. Right. We need something like a revolution. If it is demonstrated or we change the system, so we can force for change with electoral reforms and all that. We need to do that. Sometimes in politics.
Continue, Kevin.
Yeah,
Continue.
Sometimes a political party will never achieve those things. Like say, you are looking at winning. Protesting in 2 years, which is really under these conditions, it's not feasible. What you will win or you make any change. So what we need now is just Anybody can just start campaigning afterwards. Anybody can just sell us their ideas. Manifesto, then we follow them if we want to. It's all about the particular figures. Right? Leaders that can be there outside to Chamisa, outside to Mnangagwa, outside to Kupe. Right? We don't need but we need the situation even fair, same political field everywhere. That's all I'm asking for. If it means us taking it to the streets, it's really change. Okay. Elections, that will be better.
Okay.
With the things, with the way interest is corner high of it,
I give you 2 minutes, Kevin. Kevin Pan, when you get 2 minutes,
all right.
All right, Pan. Signora, 2 minutes. Signora, 2 minutes.
Bengicela Sibanda because bengekho lapha ngicela ungezi ama-minutes ami I won't exceed 5 minutes. Kule
2 minutes.
Ukuzikhuluma lapha number 1 hayi ngicele i-5 minutes. Kunezinto engifuna ukuzikhuluma lapha baba labo mama. Kuqakathekile lokho. Elingakwaziyo kulabantu abahambe ukuyafundela ukulwa. Job Sikala, I'm not shy to talk about it. He's one of them. But abakawuchaya umbhobho. I want us to understand, start thinking what it takes.
Signoro, can I ask you a question? Signoro, we don't want here to come here. Where did you get that from? When did this happen?
Spanda, I would really appreciate what you are doing to me if you do to everybody else. Because you are infringing my rights to work.
When you use such a thing, we need to know how far true this is. Because we don't want to mention this. You tell when was this? We need to know because it's breaking news. We need to know.
No, Spanda, I withdraw. I am tired of people who try to suppress my voice. And I will speak. Nzakhuluma. Abalendlebe bayezwa. So I will withdraw that statement. I was not compromised. We are all shooting in the dark. So who has got the right to choke another man or woman? Indaba le yokuthi siplane singananzeleli. Siyaphela sonke sithi do. Khathesi abantu mina ngabatshela, not only me. There is corona. It's a United Nations under World Health Organization. Mnangagwa is using that to his advantage. We lack planning. We don't understand reconnaissance. We are not militant. Some of us were militant. We are revolutionary. If you don't plan, nothing will come out. You all perish.
No, but we are not going to come in here and talk on the topic. We want to stand a revolution. I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to allow a platform to come and talk but they will end up asking can you give us where are those people, where did they go and train? We don't want things without a proof, Signor. One thing I don't want kangaroo journalism. I don't do things like that. I'm sorry, guys. You're glad to have proof of what you are saying. I know you are very intelligent. You do your research, but we don't want you to. They did training. I don't support that. Proof. I don't do that. Okay, continue.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay, continue then.
Apology accepted.
Okay, continue. Are you there, Signoro? Okay, right, Signora is gone. Victor Makeza, 2 minutes.
Okay. In 2 minutes, I could say into the way forward is that kufonyo a political party or a movement or a lay party activist. Then when we form it today or any time, this party could be formed so that it cannot contest in 2 years' time. It's a short term and long term. In short term, would allow even MTC, any other political parties in Zimbabwe, they mustn't participate because root cause ayikaphumi, electoral reforms. These electoral reforms, yes, we've been singing about them, but we have to act. The only way to act is by boycott ama-elections. Not to as MTC before we boycott ama-elections, kusukela 3 weeks usuvuma sungena. So right now, let's noma whatever MTC, whoever it is, opposition workers should agree with us, because Tina, we are now what we call activists. Activist people on the ground, diaspora, name it. We're not participating in elections in 2 years' time. Why? Because electoral reforms hasn't been reformed. It won't take more than 2 years to reform that thing. So you're going to PF contest the order. You see, no one's going to participate. Busy sends electoral reforms. Meanwhile, parties are it could be movement, it could be United Front, name it, as long as it's a new blood. What we don't want is like Nkosana Moyo. He's a former ZANU-PF Nkosana Moyo. He might be good, but what I'm saying is the former ZANU-PF is still old. He's old like me. We don't want people who are old like me to keep on leading. Let's give the youth, the fresh people, like Phillips Band. Name them Abafana Bangani. Let's give them a chance. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's give even our fathers, Amantombazana, not only about let's give youth a chance. Gender free, and singafaki ukuthi thina abadala bodwa ukuthi no, we can't be led by youth. No. Let's agree. And singafaki ukuthi lishona uma lindebele, as long as that person is Zimbabwean. No problem with that. That's my way forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor. Let's hear what Ian. Ian, do you have anything you wanted to say? Then we'll wrap up, guys. Just 3 minutes. We are only left with 3 minutes. Yes, cut at any time.
I think always been said that at the moment I've missed a lot. Otherwise, I'll be repeating what everyone says. But
thank you so much.
What I would ask is, in whatever we do, we need to learn as Zimbabweans. We need to take out in our short-sightedness. We need to start. Of course, I know people have been saying, yeah, I had to have a Kulumuguti, right? It's both short-term and long-term. But let's have long-term plans. If we're going to start implementing, let's not expect a change within 2 minutes. A change takes time. Let's firstly work on being together as one. Yes, it's going to be there, but let's try and root it out. There's no other way. Otherwise, all that we're saying is just nothing. We're just beating about the bush. We're just wasting each other's time. It will end up in talks and nothing but talks. We're not going anywhere. In 10 years' time, we might end up just here talking again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor Makeza. I want to thank you everybody who managed to come in and contribute towards this topic today. Victor, thank you so much. Ian, thank you so much. Nyasha, thank you so much. Signoro, thank you so much. Zaka, thank you so much. Zwe, thank you so much. Bakhona labana ke bangena lapha nomaphosa abanye ngoba nabangeleyo Victor lapha abangeleyo bana kanje ngoba nabanye abangendeyo Ian ngoba nabangeleyo kungena abanye amajaha amabili lapha
We don't remember them, but thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, guys, I mean, let's meet on the other programs. I think we enjoyed the program. My name is Air Marshal Commander. We are not forgetting about Agatebe contributor our comments lapana. Unfortunately, today as Zion's Valley our comments, but if you missed it, this program is there. Gula and Lapana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Air Marshal Commander. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Victor.
Baba, can you call me straight away, please, Baba? Call me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
A land of peace for you and to sing. Now see and segregation, but now we live in to see you down on your knees, to battle me to see you.
Thank you very much for watching this program. Thank you so much for those man to come in. Let's meet again on the other programs. My name is Emerson Commander. Again, bye bye. Thank you so much.
Bye bye, Baba. Mfonela.
Inside our hearts, as we stand to build our nation, this our land.
Mm-hmm.